Glenn Powell, if you're listening,
Wow.
I am available. I am also a Texan. I live at the tip, just the tip. Please come through. I also love movies. I'm a God-fearing girl. I love my parents and Texas-style chili. I make a really good batch of that. So yeah. I make good cornbread. I make really good green chili and chicken enchiladas. I just made a whole batch of tamales over Christmas. So
okay,
I will make sure you are fed.
I don't get it. You see, phase 1, collect underpants. Phase 2, phase 3, profit. Oh, I get it. No, you don't, fat ass.
Here we go. GCA, yes. GCA. See, I told
The GCA's stream is called the Late and Gay podcast or whatever.
I'm glad you guys
get away with that.
They purposely start late.
The GCA
And gay.
Laid gay, dropping lines that slay. In the golden era, where the real ones play. GCA crew, keeping it true. Spitting dope lines till the break of day. Back in the day, we had the style. Retro beats with that smooth vinyl dial. Flow so fresh, lyrics so tight. Represent the essence, shining so bright. Golden era, where the legends reside. Late and gay, taking you for a ride. GCA, bringing the classic sound. Hip-hop pioneers holding the crown. Golden era, where the legends reside. Late and gay, taking you for a ride. GCA, bringing the classic sound. Hip-hop pioneers holding the crown.
Hello and welcome everybody to Late and Gay with the GCA. I am your host for tonight, MoZamboni. I know you're all disappointed because Nomi did such a wonderful job last week. She was so amazing. She's wonderful. She's the best. She's the best. Look at my Mexican American over here. Thank you. But I really appreciate everybody being here tonight. A lot of stuff going on in the world of cinema and pop culture, and we're going to talk about it tonight. But I am MoZamboni. I'm on Monday Hangover, Midnight's Edge After Dark sometimes, and various other streams because it's too much fun. But without further ado, let's go to our first panelist, Hayden Wayne. Sir, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. Got that video out last week over the Kirsche stuff, and it seems like it has come to a wrap as now Vice has pulled their articles. So Foxu win. I'll be making a video recap and all of that stuff, but yeah, happy to be here as always. Happy hanging out with you guys every Wednesday.
Absolutely. Ooh, Casey Cheeto. Hello. But we have Nomi. Nomi, how goes the battle?
Well, okay, so where I'm at, it's been nothing but dust and windstorm, so I can just feel all the sand in my eyes, and it hurts. I took a long nap, and I didn't realize how bad this weather was going to affect me, but it did. It did. So that's the battle that I have right now. Other than that, I've been really good. Been really doing good without, complaining much besides the sand in my eyes. Yeah.
Right on.
Sorry
Yeah.
to hear that, Anakin.
Sorry. I mean, I would have like a good insult to like throw at your face, but I'm kind of beat right now.
Yeah, I feel you. So next up we have Yo Pops. How you doing, sir?
Hello. How are you doing today?
I'm doing much better.
Man, I just been grinding. I got an interview up with Drew Outstanding from yesterday. It's out there. Go check it out. And then just finished up Call of Duty World at War. Can't say it was the best iteration that I've played so far. The other two that I played I felt a lot better, but I thought it was okay. So more to come. We'll see what happens.
Right on. And then we have returning is Lady Magda. How goes it, ma'am?
Hi everyone. So
Man.
I just spent this last weekend in Atlanta, Georgia. So it was pretty interesting. That was my first time visiting, and I'm happy to announce that I had my very first Waffle House dinner.
Ooh, yes.
What'd you think? Did you see a fight? Was the food good? I mean, of course the food's good, but did you experience anything out of pocket?
No, it was very high.
Oh, you didn't get the full Waffle House experience then. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I was.
No,
That was my first job.
I
Let me
was,
tell you, you should have
I
been
was
like a
actually lingering, waiting patiently, and nothing really happened. People were behaving; they were all decent, and yeah, nothing happened. So I was kind of disappointed. I was really excited to see some action, but
So
yeah.
the only thing that was out of pocket was the bill, huh?
Mm.
The bill was like $12, and
Yes.
I got like huge waffle and a bacon and eggs and a hash browns. It was I got like food enough for 4 people, and and I paid $12. So that was I like that. I like that. So yeah. But
Great prices at Waffle House, and most of the time you get dinner and a show. I'm sorry you missed the show.
No
Probably happened
show.
a little bit
No
later.
show. Yeah, I was kind of disappointed.
If I
But-
was there, I probably would have
yeah.
started a show.
Maybe you and I couldn't.
Yeah, no, next time I'll
I
go
can't
with
believe you were in a Waffle House at night in Atlanta and nobody got into a fight. You could be at like you could
See,
be
I
at the
think it's the Atlanta portion though, because Atlanta's kind of like Detroit, but for like gay gangbangers. So like it would have been a really lame fight. Like
True that. Yeah,
Slap
this is very
fights
true.
and everything. Like
Yeah, the suburbs matter. Some of them are rough, some of them are really hoity-toity. So
Yeah, it wasn't a terrible area. You know, I have to be careful where I go. So
well, speaking of somebody that'll get into a fight, because he's either Mexican or Italian and they love to fight, it is Hoodie D. How you doing, sir?
So real quick, I just want to Mo. Do you know who White Boy Rick is?
I know white boys. I have a mirror.
Okay, never
but I
mind.
don't know who White Boy Rick is.
Are you talking about the movie?
I just want to say I was at a Waffle House in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and the cook, this guy, huge guy, tattoos everywhere. He heard me talking to the waitress. I said I was from the Detroit area, and he goes, "Oh, I served time in prison with White Boy Rick," and I was just very awkward. I didn't know what to say. So,
yeah, you tell him Mac and Cats, and you're like, "Yo, can I get your autograph?"
Yeah,
I'm just, like,
you play it
he
up.
knows cursive.
You go, wait, you actually met White Boy Rick? No way. Like,
that's how you respond right there. Yeah. No, wait,
So
tell me about him.
Waffle House hires some questionable people, I'll say.
Oh yeah, it's the only place that a violent felon is guaranteed a job.
A violent
again,
felon
right-
or a 50-year-old grandma that is overweight.
Right next
Yeah.
to a 16-year-old high school student, because that was my first job. Like I one time watched a woman bring in a meth addicted chihuahua and couldn't figure out how to use the hot water in the bathroom.
Jesus.
Like, that is a true story of something I witnessed working at Waffle House.
If you had said that it was anywhere but Waffle House, I would have said you were lying.
oh no.
Yeah, but I'm super happy to be here again. I've been deep in gaming lately between Oblivion and Doom, the Dark Ages. I've been playing early. I got the collector's version. You got early access. Wow, just what a ride. Tons of fun, totally immersive. I got this epic statue that came with the collector's version
That's sick.
of the
Nice.
Doom Slayer here. You could see the shield is like a chainsaw. It just cuts and tears anything in its way. So
rips and tears hoodie. Rips and
tears. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
But this
Jesus,
is just
at
an
least
awesome
say it
piece of work.
right.
So
Hey, we got our ABF raid. Apparently they wanted to go later and gayer and they won. And it's
Let's
so
get
gay that
into the
ABF
show.
might not show up till much later. So thank you for that. And welcome everybody from Trigger
Welcome.
Happy.
Welcome,
Looked like
welcome.
it was a fun episode. So thank you for being here. So all right. So that's awesome, man. I love Doom games. I've been playing them for a very, very long time. So this one looks very creative, and the skull shotgun makes me want to play that game so bad.
I know, it looks so dope.
It's so cool. It's so metal. But
it is.
speaking of somebody who's actually played the game probably longer than you have, Hoodie, believe it or not, it's Nagranol. Hello, sir. You're muted.
Professional streamer, baby. Professional streamer. Let's go.
Fuck, this headset sucks.
Yeah, it's a PlayStation headset. What do you expect?
Don't go blaming
Well,
the
it's not the
headset.
headset's fault that I keep pressing this button back here when I shouldn't do that. But I haven't played more than Hoodie. I don't think I've only played for about an hour. But I did also get this badass Doom statue right
Hey!
here. Baby.
Hey, Doom buddies.
I got my cape on there too.
I can't get the cape on, man. I cannot
You
get
gotta
it.
stuff those pegs right down in the holes, boy. You gotta.
Whoa, someone needs to clip that.
Listen, I can't
Not
get
clip
it in the
that.
hole. No matter what I do, I cannot get it in there.
I'm sorry.
You'll get there.
That flail, that thing's a beast.
I'll try
But yeah,
again.
I
Eventually.
usually keep the super shotgun
Eventually.
on there, but yeah.
Yes, glass of wine helps, Hoodie. I'll
Papas.
I also got this though.
Oh, that is
Doomsday.
dope.
That is
Oh,
the
wow.
coolest controller.
It is the
Wow.
cool. Like it's so cool that I probably won't even use it because I don't.
I
play
was
PC
gonna
games
say it's
or
gonna
Xbox.
die short soon. So
I don't even own an
That is
Xbox.
awesome.
I just had to get this because I just like how the buttons are all different there. They have like
Yeah, they're all
a
the
language.
runes
Doom
are
like
so cool.
runes.
Yes,
Mm.
so cool.
But yeah, I only got to play for about an hour before ABF stream that I was just on. And
Yeah, I was
it
lurking. It
sounds-
looked fun.
Oh, it sounds
it
like
looked
so
fun.
far. I'll definitely be playing after this.
Hell yeah, man.
So, and then lastly, for the first time on the channel, long overdue, by the way, I've streamed with him a few times. He's awesome. It's Leon, Words of Paradise.
I don't know what you mean. I'm the special guest when you got fucking Steven Yeun here to my right. Like, shouldn't he be in the middle? Like, just
Me?
First of all, it's Stevie Aoki. All right, he's living
Yeah.
off his dad. He's living off his dad's Benihana fortune. All right. So,
no diss Stevie Aoki. He did great work for Dragon Ball. I won't even front. Like, but no, thank you. I'm stoked to be here. I've been very excited. You guys reached out a while ago, but it was when Gooch was doing the Star Wars streams, and those were really long. And every Wednesday, right when you guys were going, it was like I've committed to those. I really want to come on. So this is I'm so stoked. Thank you. And yeah, Mo, we streamed together a bunch. I've streamed with Nomi a bunch. I've streamed with Hayden. I think I've streamed with all of you except maybe maybe Yo Pops, and we've hung out in real life. I don't know if we streamed
I think
together.
we
I think
streamed one time. I forget who. I think we streamed once before.
oh,
Vape
you're probably in Sammy 3P. It was
Yeah.
probably in other news, which is
or something.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You were because I subbed you and followed you on X afterwards. You're right. We did on Sammy's show. Nice. But yeah, dude, I'm stoked. I'm happy to be here. Thank you so much.
right on. And he's trying out some new looks right now. It's all right. And he's one of the few people that has a Yeti blue mic that actually works. Unfortunately, the member of the GCA that's not with us right now put mine out of its misery. Thank goodness. In Las Vegas.
I saw it was so great to see, to see the physical repercussions of that. And frankly, I'll be upgrading this after I upgrade my PC. So soon enough, I think ABS trying to convince me to let him do the same. I was like, yeah, but I kind of like it for like traveling and stuff. It's like, what if I just wing it? What if I just put a ding in it like a battle scar? I was like, okay, maybe we can go that route.
Yeah, I still haven't plugged this thing back in. I'm afraid to, but it worked. It was crazy. I had it for like 5 years before I started actually using it on streaming. When I started streaming, it decided to quit working. So I was like, awesome.
I honestly really like it. It's a nice, cute mic that gets the job done. But yeah, I need to do something more professional. Fucking amateur hour up in here, looking to all you guys with your pro setups.
Well, Yo Pops has like thousands of dollars worth of setups, so it's easy to have Mike.
Yeah, Yo Pops also has a fucking truck that looks like it was pulled from a Resident Evil movie. Like,
Yes, I've ridden in that truck. It's awesome. It's awesome.
I was
It's
gonna be
badass.
like, are we fucking
Yes.
making a sequel to Twisters right now? What's going on? Like,
But let's see who's in the chat here. We have Chris.
What's up, Krisu? What's going on, man?
I know the R and the U's are pretty silent. So Chris.
Kurisu.
Krisu.
And then we have Nerd
Risky.
Files. I thought we banned you, but okay. Casey Cheeto and Wayfarer. He's been a banger. He's been
What's up,
really fun
Wayfarer?
lately.
what up, Wayfair?
Yeah. So, hey, all right. So we do have a few super chats before we get into it here. So, Yo Pops, if you don't mind.
Get into it real quick right here. Casey Cheeto. Casey Cheeto with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Casey Cheeto. How you doing? I'll be in Dallas for the con. Who else is going? Who else is going?
It's still kind of up in the air for me. I recently got some news that I might be moving within the next month or two.
Oh wow.
Yeah, not excited about it, to be perfectly honest. But things happen. So I'm gonna make it if I can.
All right, let's see who we got.
He gets invited on side scrollers once, and all of a sudden he's a fucking millionaire. He moved to Beverly Hills. Like,
So I'm pulling that up. Sorry, Casey Cheeto. My bad. I'm sorry.
Casey Cheeto. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was the Asian got in the way.
All right, moving on. Corn Boy, member for 6 months. Thank you, Corn Boy, with a thumbs up. Shout out, Corn Boy.
Corn Boy.
And then let's see here. Cajun Corey with the 5. Shout out Cajun Corey. Shout out to the GCA for making the Leon the least gayest person on the panel.
It's never happened before. I've never been the least gay person on a panel. Normally it's like, oh wow, this fucking show should be on the Glad channel just because Leon is here.
Oh my gosh.
We're making history, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a
The night is young, Leon. The night is young. So. All right. So thank you everybody for your super chats. So I got to cut right to the chase. Obviously, it was heavy on my mind. If you saw the thumbnail, we had Super Leon, but the video
look up.
Eyes up here is what I had heard a lot of times in college and in high school, but
little laugh.
But we're gonna risk it here. I had it pulled up, sorry. So bear with me here. I haven't hosted for a week, so I'm out of practice.
Oh my gosh, it wasn't that bad, Mo.
I know. I feel bad.
You probably need to up on your kale intake because dementia is a real threat to you right now.
Oh wow.
Don't listen to that feminine bullshit. Go carnivore all the way. Establish dominance with your masculinity, son.
There you go.
All right. So
whatever gets you cancer first.
We'll ignore she actually made a point, and we'll just watch the trailer. So, all right. So here we go. The official trailer. By the way, we're gonna try to watch it all the way through. If we get dropped, pay attention.
I heard Beardo's stream got taken down.
Yeah, Beardo and a couple others. No, they didn't get taken down. They just got blocked, and then he was able to. I don't know how you go live again right after you get blocked, but it was the same video. So he got blocked, and then you just had to X out of it and re-click into it because he brought the trailer down.
Okay, so let me pose this question: who here has seen the trailer?
I have.
I don't.
I have.
Describe it.
Not.
Just describe it verbally to the audience.
Slowly.
Let's roll the dice.
Just let's watch it. Just pause it every couple of seconds and discuss what we're seeing.
All right,
We should be
turn it
okay.
down a little bit. Just everybody be vociferous, and we'll see what happens.
Chat, if the stream goes down, let us know, please, so that way we can reconnect.
Isaac, that's
Are you
you.
being serious
Isaac.
right now?
Yeah.
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
Yeah. So
And look, they look all right.
Okay.
he looks like an open car, a car with 2 open doors, but that's good.
What the fuck does that mean?
What does that mean?
He's got wide his ears.
Oh,
Look
why
like two,
two cars for you?
Like these?
It's a
so
lot.
God, they hurt.
Today, the Secretary of Defense said.
Yes, let's throw something at the back of the head of some guy that could just
So-
laser your head off.
apparently, okay, so I got to watch this again. We'll break it up. Apparently, he doesn't. They took the flinch out.
Yeah,
Wait,
he
gets
blinked.
hit? Oh,
Look at it.
Oh, really?
What?
The original one, he blinks after he got hit by the can. And then, so a lot of fans had a backlash on it. It's like, this Superman, he doesn't flinch at anything. So they re-edited it with him not blinking.
Yeah, watch this.
And as a big Superman fan who was legitimately excited for this film, I thought that was a very stupid complaint to have. Superman was doing that in a performative manner to show these people that he's acknowledging them, he's acknowledging whatever it is they're feeling. Like the blink was fine. That was a stupid complaint. There's a lot of stuff you can criticize in this trailer. That was not one of them, or the original trailer.
But as far as the goodwill, that's a good sign because they're actually like, okay, like we agree with you. Like it should be like OP, like, yeah, he might flinch because his reaction time is quick.
By the way, Mo, whenever Beardo got hit, it was after they had already watched the trailer one full time, and then they spent about 30 minutes talking about the trailer, and they were replaying parts of it over and over again. And I think that's what really got them hit.
Well,
just so you know. So we didn't have the volume up and actually do a bit of a watch.
All right. No, I just want to talk about that one part with the flinch because that was a huge item of contention.
Yeah, there were a lot of people very upset about it. I'm kind of with Leon. I was like, yeah, it doesn't look good, but I did, yeah, whatever.
But I'm saying, as far as like fan service, if we're talking about like in the vein of like the Sonic movies, they're listening, so that's good on some level.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, no, me, I'm like, who cares, you know?
Look into your actions. That's funny.
My actions? I stopped a war.
Maybe.
Not maybe. I did.
In effect, you illegally entered a country.
This is how you're gonna be?
Oh, I'm not the one who interviewed Superman.
You got a problem with illegally entering the country and you're a journalist. This is fiction.
Not only that, but like the two aren't mutually exclusive. He could have illegally entered the country and still stopped the war. Like you could have both, really.
I mean, he kind of illegally entered the world.
Well,
planets.
I mean, if you continue to watch their conversation over this, they actually I don't know if they do it justice or if it's an absolute fail on the way that they portray Superman in this.
So we're gonna jump into some super chats right now.
Yeah,
the dichotomy of the GCA right here. So read these in order.
Yeah,
We
got Alex Bolton Swinger for a 69.69. Let's go. Thank you.
Nice.
Someone called me on my phone, coughed and sneezed, and then hung up. I'm getting sick and tired of these cold calls.
Boo.
Can we refund that?
Did you eat a slice of cheese when you made that, ABF? My God. That was cheesy as heck.
Worse than a dad calls. Jokes.
Nagranol. Who's this guy? Nagranol. Remember for 2 months. Show ever.
See, told you.
Let's see. Isaac. I don't know who this guy is either. Remember for 2 months. Hashtag super shit. James Gunn is a fig. Henry Cavill is the GOAT. I'm typing to waste time now. Hoodie is gay. Mo gay. 2. Okay, bye. Okay.
Hey, at least Hoodie and I's balls dropped and our voices developed. All right. So
this is true.
Yes.
I don't know who these guys are either. The GCA. I never heard of them. Gifted 5 GCA memberships.
Gay California
commie assholes.
Damn, we were California commie pretty much the same. That word
was same.
Synonymous.
All right, so let's continue here. That's a horrible pause, but I love horrible pauses. So, here we go. I'm not the one being interviewed, Superman. It just reminds me of being married. It was very true.
No. Okay. Wait, because I have seen everybody complaining about the way that Superman and Lois Lane are interacting here. And people are like, oh, I don't know if they're just getting into a relationship or what. The way this starts is she goes, so you'll let me interview you as Superman? And then she takes on the journalistic role, not like Superman's girlfriend. She is the journalist grilling Superman because he's been, it starts off, you've been taking a lot of heat. And he's like, yeah, it's a lot. Like, this seems like a well-established relationship to me where he was expecting her to just give an interview, ask Superman questions. And she does the journalistic thing and starts grilling him on the controversies. I don't hate this.
Yeah, I'm on the same one. And I'm wondering if there's, and this is the problem, if you're leaving context out, I feel like they're just trying to goad, if the whole like super shit, like rumors are true, like they're trying to goad like Nicholas Lex Luthor out or other like bad players out into the realm. If they're just trying to be like, you're getting on Superman's nerves, are they trying to play that? Without context, it's hard to tell. But as far as if we're saying like they're a couple that is dating each other, it's kind of I kind of like it as long as they don't stay here for too long. I think it's pretty good dynamic. A lot of people are acting like they don't, or not acting. A lot of people are saying like they don't like it.
They don't like the way
disagree.
that Superman acts in this. And I think it's more of his, and I know he's not a human, but it shows a more human side of he's getting emotional because his partner is now asking all the same questions that all of the people that currently hate him are criticizing him for. That's what it feels like to me.
Yeah. And go ahead, Naganal.
No, I was saying that's fair. Like, obviously.
All right, let's play a little more.
Okay. And I do have another point, but yes, I would like to play a little more because that is not doing her any favors. So
Superman, did you consult with the president?
Turn it up a little bit.
No.
You
sorry.
seemingly acting as a representative of
I
the
wasn't
United States
representing
will cause
anybody
more
except for me
problems around the world.
and doing good.
Okay, pause it real quick. So him saying that, where she's like acting as a representative of the United States, and he says, I wasn't representing anybody. That's him getting upset because he's trying to save people, trying to do things. Like, and she's grilling him. And like I said, they started off with, you've been taking a lot of heat. And he's like, yeah, it's a lot. And she goes, a whole lot. Like, okay, so he went into another country, stopped a war, and the rest of the world is, I guess, saying that he acted on behalf of the United States or something like that. Who knows what's actually going there? But I don't hate this dynamic between the two of them. Like, I think it seems like a relationship dynamic.
yeah, it's a romantic relationship versus a professional relationship, and there's a lot of people that will separate those two. There's many instances, many examples of that. It's like that's why she said, like, are you sure?
Yeah.
And whenever you're dating or married to somebody that says, are you sure? You don't go, yeah. No, that's because they just started dating. If you're married as long as I would, I'd be like, I need to have a contract first. Please.
And what I actually noticed that for the first time, there've been a couple of trailers, but for the first time, you can actually see a little bit of personalities of the characters and a little bit of emotions, and it's not just the dry cut, action.
Right.
So I actually watched that trailer with an interest. And yes, I still feel the same about the Superman. It's not Henry, but it was a good trailer.
Well, there's a lot of people that are saying like, oh, Superman wouldn't act like that. And it's like, okay, well, remove yourself from what 100% of Superman, right? Because we're clearly seeing Superman saving people. We're seeing what Superman is. But to say Superman is always stoic, well, I would say I don't think that he necessarily has to be. If you give him more of an emotional human element, I think there's something to that. That's something that can actually, make you more interested in the character because he is reacting the way that he is. Like he's clearly upset. The world's angry at him. And now Lois asks for an interview, supposedly. He says, yeah. And now she just immediately starts throwing the shit at him that he's dealing with. So I could see how he'd be emotional about it.
Right. And, I agree with you. And Superman, I feel like he's the most stoic and, lacking emotions.
Yeah.
Like the one that, out of all the superheroes,
Well, I think it'd either be him or Bruce Wayne.
Actually, I think him more than Bruce Wayne. But
yeah.
I feel that it's actually interesting to see that they did give him some emotions in this movie, like that. It's a little bit different from what we know. So, so it's it actually sparked a little bit of my interest too, in that way.
Yeah.
So the whole point of, and by the way, StreamYard sucks. The whole thing with as far as like he's stoic and stuff, like, yeah, he was real stoic in the original Superman by Richard Donner, where he screamed out into the universe and ran back time to save a gassed up mid from
Yep.
falling into the San Andreas Fault.
Mm.
He was real stoic when he yelled and ignored Jor-El's warnings about altering human history.
Well, and that's the kind of stuff that I'm talking about, right? If you look over the years at Superman, you've had different levels of emotion. But yes, whenever he's in the suit and he's publicly presenting himself to people, sure, he doesn't get emotional. But this is also an interview with his girlfriend, and the interview may not ever go anywhere, but he's just he goes from Superman, and you can tell that in the voice change at the beginning where he's like, yeah. And then he drops his voice as soon as she goes, hello, Superman. He goes, Miss Lane. Like he drops his voice down. So that's the difference in the two people, right? But then Clark comes out as soon as she starts to grill him, and he starts getting more emotional about things. That's how it feels to me. And maybe that's just me, but I don't know. I think
you hit the nail on the head. That's a 100% negative appraisal of what I've got from this trailer. The only thing I'd push back on is that you said that when he's in the suit doesn't show emotion. I would say that he doesn't show negative emotion. He actually almost always shows positive emotion. Superman's not stoic. Batman is stoic. Superman is a bastion of positivity, and so there's always positive emotion when he's in the suit.
Yeah, that's fair. Absolutely fair.
Would you maybe say idealistic, like an idealistic type of?
He totally is.
100%.
Yeah.
Truth.
He represents the
justice
best of America.
All right. Well, you're here. You do it. You do the line, Leon. I'm going to solo you right now. Do it.
Truth, justice, and the American way.
Yeah, there we go. That's why he's Superman.
But see, even that saying, that kind of, harkens into, and maybe, hopefully they use that saying in this movie, because them going, you acted as a representative of the United States whenever he went and stopped a war. And he's like, I was not acting as a representative of anybody but myself. People were going to die. And that's something Superman would do. And Clark would be upset that he's getting grilled about that. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, am I totally wrong there?
No,
I think that
I
Clark
agree.
wouldn't get upset if it was anybody but Lois. But Clark, I think the reason he's getting emotional is because of anyone to ask him these questions, to grill him like this, to give him this hardball stuff. It's Lois, the person that's supposed to always be there on his team, his brick wall. Even Superman's got a weakness besides a green fucking rock, and it's Lois.
Yep, absolutely. All right, let's keep going, because I want to get through this and actually discuss the whole thing.
No, the discussions are great because we haven't got hit yet, so it's okay.
Yeah.
I question myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
People were going to die.
I want to know. That looks cool. I want to know what this is. Is this Lex Luthor? Is this something else?
I really hope it's just some sort of construct or something. Maybe one of Luthor's experiments, because if that is Lex Luthor, that's a pretty weak version of his power armor.
Agree.
Well, I also we know that he also fights multiple enemies in this movie. It takes place over the course of 7 days in Superman's life, and it seems like every day he wakes up and he's like, okay, what's the bullshit today? Because there's a kaiju, you got Lex, who's a problem. You got this thing. You got all the rest of the heroes that they're putting into this. Who knows if Superman's going to end up fighting with them or not? Like, we don't have any idea, but he's doing a lot. He's pulling a lot of weight over the course of this week in Superman's life. So I don't know what that is. I'm not familiar enough.
Yeah, the reason I think that it's Lex is because of the neck area. Like if his helmet comes off, if you see how it's represented, I don't know, but
You think it's Lex is bald? Come on now, just say it.
Chrome dome, baby.
Yeah.
People were going to die.
That's the problem I have. It's like he's animate.
Consequences.
People were.
Okay. See, and again, this is what I was saying. I don't necessarily have a problem with this because he started off the interview as Superman. He's now himself. He's now being Clark. He's now upset that Lois is grilling him on this stuff whenever she, above everyone else, should understand all he's trying to do is save people. Like I can see him getting upset about it. It's not like he's Sonic screaming and blasting around.
I for the most part agree. I won't lie. I'm not really sold on the actual line delivery itself. It doesn't feel like Clark or Superman. I think that's definitely what they're going for. Is what you're saying that this is Clark coming out, but the line delivery, it feels oddly, scripted. It's the first thing in this of his dialogue that's actually felt scripted.
Yeah, it seems like overly dramatic to me. And also, why is his shirt fit like that? He looks like Lestat from Interview with the Vampire. It's so weird. Anyways.
Going to die.
Okay. I know people are like, "Oh, Superman." Dude, I'm telling you, I think that's cool. That
I love this right here. Again, this is my first time seeing this trailer. I love this right here. Superman did not need help up. That was a gesture.
That was somebody showing that, and we don't know if this is before everyone hates him, after everyone hates him. We don't know where this takes place in the movie, but him laying there for a moment, that guy probably jumped down real quick, and he was like, "Okay, yeah, I will let you help me up. I'm assessing the situation, figuring out what the next move's going to be." Yeah, he didn't need help, but that guy is, doing what he can to try to help. He's supporting Superman, as it were. Like I like this shot.
We're seeing the good of humanity in this, which is what Superman's supposed to inspire. I'm all for this. I like this right here. To be fair, I didn't hate the other two trailers either. There were some issues with them, but I did not outright hate them.
I hated them a lot more than I hate this one, to be perfectly honest.
It was more indifference. It was just kind of, it was all right. It was like it didn't show its hand too much. Yeah. So, all right.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, eyes up here.
I think that's a cool shot.
Yeah, I don't like the "don't look at my boobies, my eyes are up here" kind of like inference, but
well, that's only you that thinks that, Mo.
No, my eyes are up here means one thing.
He was checking out the impressive S on his pecs.
I was gonna say I would be staring right there too.
Okay, at least back me up.
No, I actually
it's no Glenn Powell, but I mean I'm saying he's all right.
I have a feeling
he worked with Glenn Powell.
Well, take it easy now, man.
Like I feel like that scene, he's probably fighting somebody, whoever just knocked him to the ground, and that person lands right there where he's at, and to get him away from everybody, say, "Hey, buddy, eyes up here," to bring him back up into the fight. Like, that's just how I feel about the way that this is delivered. Of course, I don't know anything about this, but that's what it feels like to me. Just the way that he says it, "Hey, buddy, eyes up here," and then he takes off. God. It feels like he's trying to pull somebody away from where people are at.
Oh, okay. So this makes sense. The thing that was shooting the lasers that was beating him up earlier, that obviously he was shooting into the windows because you could tell the damage and the fire and stuff.
Yeah.
So he's saying eyes like laser up here. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It looks
That's
like,
how I feel about it.
He says that and he jumps into the air. He's clearly trying to like distract whoever he's fighting.
Yeah. And like I said, I think the shot of him, soaring up the side of the skyscraper, I think that's actually a really cool shot.
Yeah, because it's got the yeah.
But I like that.
Yeah, that is cool. Very cool.
Kind of a gamble though, because the thing could just not look at him and kill all the people right behind him in that room.
True.
Probably not the best idea, but hey.
The thing I hate worse about this is the dog.
Really?
The dog seems just shoehorned into everything, and it's a CG dog, and I just don't like it at all.
Okay, do you think the dog is going to die?
No.
Yes.
No. We're not gonna kill off Crypto. Come on.
James Gunn's not stupid enough to kill an animal.
Yeah, he's
and
not
think
a
this movie
Rocky
would be
style.
well
Like,
received.
All right, well, I'm gonna say yes.
No.
I like Crypto being in the movie. I feel like I'm the only person, but
know
I like
nothing
Crypto
about
being in the
Crypto,
movie. I
but-
loved watching the 70s, the Justice Friends of America, and Crypto was part of that. And like, I don't know, I love that era, that 70s Silver Age of comic books. So
Meanwhile,
it doesn't overshadow everything, as long as it isn't like a Jar Jar Binks-esque character. Like, no, I like Crypto being in the movie.
Well, okay. So my problem is that every time you see Crypto, at least in the trailers that we've seen, he feels just shoehorned in. Like they just look, we're sticking the dog in.
James Gunn strip said Crypto wasn't going to be in the movie until James Gunn got a dog. He's like, oh, I love dogs now. Let's put a dog in the fucking movie. Like the reasoning is that, but if it's well written and whatnot,
that's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a dog lover, so I think he's adorable, and he's probably going to sell a bunch of stuffed animals and merch and stuff like that. But
he's got to drag Superman across the Alaska, wherever that was. So.
That little thing.
Well, I mean, it's a super dog.
Oh, okay.
It's still a Kryptonian dog.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I do like the part in the original teaser where they're like, where he's playing with him, even though he's got ruptured freaking organs. That's a dog. A dog would be like, "Hey, let's play." Like, I'm dying. It's like,
I liked that too. People hated that, but I liked it.
It was absolutely exactly like a dog. Yeah. So.
Your choices. Your actions.
So
thank you, Superman. You said
thank you. My son is making videos in California. Or dang,
you're gonna have to pause on that frame you're looking for.
Yeah, I know. There we go. So okay, so who is this?
I am not familiar with this character.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know enough about the comics to be able to pick out these characters.
What was his name in the?
That's a her.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Yeah, I know, but in Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Christopher
Lloyd.
Christopher Lloyd. Yeah.
Dr.
Doom.
Judge
Doom.
Judge Doom.
Yeah.
Judge Doom. He had one of those hands.
Surprised? Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was. I'm surprised that didn't freak me out more, but I guess it was cartoon.
Isaac said that is Lex's cyborg assistant.
Oh.
Well, she does walk into the room with Lex, so I mean, I guess that would make sense.
Makes sense.
Cyborg, you say?
Yeah. Thanks for bringing up Roger Rabbit. All I can think of is the shoe melting in the
dip, baby. The dip.
Oh, the dip.
Oh yeah. Dude,
so traumatic.
Okay, yeah, those are her hands, so that would make sense. It's her cyborg assistant.
Was the bald guy supposed to be Lex Luthor?
Yeah, yeah, the bald guy's Lex. I like this. Yeah, so Wayfarer just pointed at that too. Anyone notice Superman saved an Asian lady from a kaiju?
Oh, thank you, Superman. I love you long time.
I didn't even think about the fact that she was Asian. I did not make that connection.
Hayden doesn't see color. He doesn't see color at all.
When I saw it, the only thing I thought was, do you guys remember that animation from several years ago where they showed if Superman was catching Lois Lane falling off of a skyscraper, he would snap her neck as he caught her? That's what I was thinking of. Whenever I saw him swoop in and grab her, I was like, she's dead.
Yeah, the speed at which he catches it. But, yeah, but it's Superman, so he can literally like stop time right before he grabs her, pick her up, then go again. So he's just that OP.
But I like the I like the just everyday kind of like saving people from peril.
I do too.
Like the gas canister saving the girl. That's what gave me hope in the first one.
I like that that's sprinkled into this because it seems like there's a bigger overarching story, but he's also got to do his daily Superman shit whenever a monster just suddenly shows up in Metropolis, right? Like he's got to go out and just save the people real quick, and then we still have the overarching story happening. And I think that's an interesting way to do it. Hopefully they do something good with it. I don't like that scene still.
Jellyfish.
The laser eye destroying the city, and he gives Lois a hug before he goes to work.
Well, this was just like the original picture that they showed us, where he's like, that is the picture. He's like over here pulling his boots up. Yeah, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? There's this massive thing destroying the city. Why are you maybe this is the big bad, and Superman thinks he could die.
Yeah, or the monster is destroying the Upper West Side and all the liberal white women. So he's just like, we'll give it a second. We'll see what happens. No problem.
Well, this girl is trying to get everyone killed. She's evil. Throw out
makes you who you are.
Okay.
That guy looks familiar.
I know. Yeah, it's every guy you've stood behind getting cigarettes.
It's like
at a
the
gas
old
station.
guy.
So he's actually been in a ton of movies.
Yes,
really,
and he's one of those like you don't know his name guys, but he's been in a ton of movies.
Yeah.
Isn't that show with Sean Patrick Flannery? No, wait, that's the wrong Irish guy.
Yeah, wrong one.
I you know who I'm talking about. You know.
Rob Reiner.
No, not Rob.
I mean, I'm
guy.
just saying. I'm just saying.
Wouldn't even mention it if it was him.
Yeah, no, but I know people are like, oh, it's Paul Kent. He looks like I'm like, dude, if you've ever been to the Midwest, that's what they look like.
Yeah,
all right?
absolutely.
That's what they look like. That is, a matter of fact, he's in the upper echelon of the genetic, like trait. Like seriously,
that's
the
what
fact that
I
he's
grew
got
up.
all of his teeth. Yeah,
I grew up in a Texas farm town. That is what farmers look like. Dude,
Yep.
They all look like that.
Yeah.
I mean, period. Like that's the only thing that he's missing from where I grew up is well, he's not out in the field, so it would be like a trucker hat right now. But if he's out in the field or on the horse, he would have a cowboy hat on.
Oh yeah, usually
that's what they
trucker
look like.
hat from my area, but yeah. And if you don't have the old fridge that used to be in the house and it holds all of the something light in your garage, yeah, if they don't have that scene, I'm gonna be very disappointed.
Well, this guy's still alive, but I don't think it's him.
That's such an awkward hug.
Superman. He's not a man. He's an it. He's somehow become the focal point of the entire world's conversation.
I kind of
So-
like him as Lex Luthor. Like I
Yeah.
like the attitude,
Yeah.
the like coldness of all of it.
See,
He's
I
just
don't.
fascinated. He's smart.
No, it's better than what Jesse Eisenberg's Lex
It.
Luthor
Oh,
because
it
Jesse
is.
Eisenberg's Lex Luthor was like
Somehow
a
become the
highly
focal point of the
severely
entire world's
autistic kid that had these tics. Like, oh yeah, oh yeah, Superman.
Yeah,
Like,
and this guy
please
looks
stop.
younger.
Like,
Mhm.
Lex Luthor didn't have tics like that or just like had quirky humor. Lex Luthor was a serious man, and James Holt, I think that's his first name, but I know it's like Holt.
Nicholas
he does
Holt.
Nicholas,
yeah,
Nicholas.
Nicholas Holt. He does a good job of delivering the perception of Lex Luthor.
Yeah, see, I think like all of this, him talking through this whole thing, and I know, guys, I'm sorry we've been pausing it, but we're trying not to get blocked or anything like that. But I do like that the way that they're showing this. Right here, obviously, he's like in the Fortress of Solitude, and he's just analyzing it. He is Lex. He is the smart guy who's like trying to figure out, like, okay, what is this? How do we take this and solve this problem?
He's doing a scientific approach on it.
Exactly. I really like that. I like the way he delivers his lines. I like the way he looks. Like, this is a younger Lex Luthor, obviously, than some might be familiar with. But they did the same thing with Eisenberg, right? They did a younger version of Lex, and I think you can make it work.
That's a great.
Yeah, but like Jesse Eisenberg, like his more focus was, I want power and like I want it now. He was just like being a little brat about it. Versus this guy, he's like, let's figure it out together, or not together, but like I want to discover
going
this.
to take power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He like how you just said it, Hayden. I'm going to take power versus Jesse Eisenberg. I want that power.
Yeah. Yeah.
It sounds the same, but it's different.
Right. And one of the things that that bothered me in the first teaser was I thought he looked really young, like her late 20s, early 30s. Here,
I still think he looks too young, but I think.
But he looks older than he did in the teaser. Like he looks a lot less. Like he's got.
Like
a
I
little
said,
bit-
I'm
Is that on
okay
purpose,
with
though? Are
younger
they trying to
Lex.
keep them all like younger in this, or are they? Is he supposed to be older than he looks here, or what?
So I feel like maybe they're going for the vibe of this is Lex on his on his arc to like the ultimate power, right? Because later on he becomes not only, you know, owner of LexCorp, but like mayor, and he even accelerates higher than that stance, like politically. I feel like this is him on the start of his, maybe he owns LexCorp, but he's got higher aspirations that he's working towards, and this is the point that he's really starting to move in that direction. That it's just, again, I don't know anything about it. It's just the vibe that I kind of get from watching the trailer.
No, I agree. If he's starting a new universe here, Lex Luthor's not a one-off villain. You know, he's gonna be in more stuff. I totally agree.
Mm-hmm.
Well, see,
I do want to point out Isaac is
or
correct.
junior.
Jesse played Lex Luthor Jr., not the OG Lex. I wasn't gonna bring it up, but like someone else in the chat is like, Eisenberg wasn't actually Lex Luthor.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
But
I did not
we
know
don't
that,
know
really?
if this is senior or junior. Yeah, he was Lex Luthor's
I
son.
did not know that. Wow.
But I mean, the only reason I refer to him as Lex Luthor is because, well, I mean,
That's how the
either way,
movie
he was
refers to
the
it.
Lex
The movie doesn't do a
Luthor,
very
the
good
Lex
job of
Luthor for
showing
that
that off.
universe.
Yeah. As much as I love the Snyder films, they didn't exactly do a good job. Minus a one-off scene where he looks up to a painting of the OG Lex Luthor and is like, "Oh yeah, my father." Like it's literally a one-scene thing throughout the entire.
Wow.
Yeah, so it did a poor job explaining it, but it's technically, it's correct.
Just learned something. Thank you.
Yeah, I was gonna say they didn't explain it very
I
well.
never knew
because
that.
No, they did not.
No, because they sold it too hard that he was Lex Luthor.
I don't even know if that shot was in the theatrical cut or if it's only in one of the director's cuts. To be
It wasn't
fair.
in the theatrical cut. I would remember.
Yeah,
that.
might
I
have
don't
been
think
one
it
of
was.
I'm telling you guys, Batman vs Superman, the director's cut adds like 40 extra minutes that's necessary. It makes it a good movie. The director's cut of Batman vs Superman is a good fucking movie.
That's the problem with Zack Snyder,
it adds
though. Is
almost
he
an
needs
hour
like
and a
way
half.
too much time to, like, give you context.
Yeah.
Good movie makers give you context within 2 hours or less. So, anyways, let's continue.
Conversation.
So we
we're gonna have
have
to look at that. Who are these
Mr. Fantastic, we have Hawk Girl, and we have
girl I know.
currently J.J. Abrams out of the shot is Guy Gardner.
Yeah, Guy Gardner. Green Lantern.
Ah,
I will not accept that.
I cleaned your boots. I'll go get them for you.
So
Don't you dare do it.
no. Here it is. I'm telling you, the detail to like a bunch of farmers living in the Midwest, the gosh darn rails and for no reason in the living room to the dining room.
It's not no reason, man. That's support structure, dude.
Now, if we get the wax,
And that's
if
not
we get the
Midwest either.
wax,
That's every farmhouse all over the fucking country.
yeah, if we get the wax fruit in the kitchen, I'm gonna be like 10 out of 10. It's the best movie ever. I feel
Oh my
seen.
god, yes.
So
It'll be on the bookshelf right back there. Another wax.
okay, so that part was cool. Not that one. Where he just kind of like just flip
The
it. and
hand.
It's such a Guy Gardner thing to do, man. Fuck Guy Gardner.
Yeah. I like Guy Gardner because he's an asshole.
He is such a dick.
Yeah, he just
is.
flings guys out of the way.
Now, and here's the question, right? Is that because that appears to be military? So, is this where Superman stopped the war, and Guy Gardner showed up, or is this something else that was happening? Like this trailer does a really good job, at least in my brain, of making me look at these things and go, okay, what's going on in this situation? What's the possibility here?
And that's the thing.
It is kind of making me want to watch it just because I need context. I'm like, what the f is happening?
We've been on this for over a half an hour, and there's been so much meat. I mean, yeah, I've been talking about wax fruit and showing ugly people from the Midwest. That's how we roll. But as far as like actual plot points and the that's one thing about the teaser and this trailer. There's a lot of stuff to break down here, which gives me hope on that front alone. There's
And
people.
that's what Superman's supposed to do: inspire hope.
Wayfarer's right. That was Mr. Terrific, not Mr. Fantastic.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say something about that, but I don't know shit about DC.
You know what? Just pause real quick because I do want to say one thing that I do like whenever they show that girl taking the selfie.
Yeah.
They're actually showing us that this is like a modern day. This is current. This is if Superman were alive today, because you get that girl taking a selfie with Superman outside back there, right? Like, yeah, that's absolutely what somebody would do in 2025.
Damn, I can't catch it.
It's
Sorry,
hard to
guys.
catch it.
Yeah,
you gotta space bar.
No.
No.
Right
Can we get
there.
it?
Right there.
How did you miss it that time?
It's not gonna happen. We've seen it enough. Everybody knows what we're
Sorry,
talking about.
chat.
we got it.
We're slow in mode today.
Yes, we are.
But yeah, no, I like that it brings you up to know like the actual like time that this is happening, right? Because yeah, you see the big TVs and stuff like that, but that doesn't really date anything. I kind of like hey, this is modern day. Now, in 10 years, will that look good for this movie? I don't know. I kind of feel like selfie culture is never going to fucking go away, and I hate taking selfies. So
yeah,
who knows?
Selfie culture is just the electronic version of a self-portrait. People painted that shit all the time back in the 17th century. You know, yeah, no, it ain't going anywhere.
Yeah,
and like I like this scene right here. This is really cool. This would be
the
timeless.
scene from Casper. What?
I forgot about that. Damn it, you just ruined the movie for me, Naggard.
All I can think about. Just looking at this picture, that's all I can think about.
Thanks for ruining a wonderful scene. I appreciate it.
That's what I'm here for.
But I like the romanticism. We also saw we saw the Stars and Stripes at the beginning of the movie, unadulterated, which is really nice. Because if we remember from 2006 Superman Returns, they purposely dulled the color palette and removed any references to America, not because they were woke, but because they just wanted to play globally, and it didn't go over well. So I'm glad they're leaning into the patriotic American look of America, at least from what I can see here. I don't know what anybody else thinks, but I'm feeling definitely more of a patriotic vibe here.
I mean, I want that to be the case, but after seeing how James Gunn treated Creature Commandos and what he views as, patriotic, I'm very excited for this film, but I'm very nervous about any sort of attempt to define what America is.
Yeah, that's fair.
True. But hope springs eternal. I'm one of those guys. I'll always.
Nope, I'm right there with you. All the red flags about this movie that's led up to this point, I've still got hope, man. I want this to be like one of the movies of the year.
So that was a weird cut. I don't know if you guys saw that. He flies up into the sky. It shows like this. It's so iconic and so happy. I'm flying into the sky. Oh, I just got punched and I just flew back on my back. What?
Well, so that might be the spot where he either craters into the street or because that showed the people like cheering for him and looking up, right? Or that could even be the spot where we see him get cratered into the snow. So we see him get cratered a couple of times. So we don't know what he was going after, but that's obviously one of the times that he's getting cratered.
Yeah, I'm sure it happens a few times.
Yeah,
we know it happens.
But we've already seen a couple of them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nia.
We've seen him pretty beat up in a lot of the shots too. So
yeah, it's making a great point. That's what I thought too. It is a weird juxtaposition, but I kind of like it if they can pull it off. It's kind of interesting.
It feels like they could make it work though. But yeah, no, I completely agree. It's there's a weird aesthetic choice.
I mean, when you watch the movie,
then
you're never gonna be like, oh yeah, I remember that part in the trailer. Like it's completely different when you're watching a movie. Like all these scenes will be in completely
different context.
Yeah, or they don't even show up at all. There's plenty of trailers where there's
that's
amazing scenes and you're like, oh, it doesn't show up in the movie. Yeah.
Or they could pull a Naughty Dog and be like, yo, this guy's in the full game. And then he dies in the first 5 minutes.
Nagradol's
No,
like,
yeah.
hey, we're trying to avoid copyrights, which we have so far. And he's like, let me bring up Naughty Dog. We need to raise the stakes a little bit.
Fuck
Neon
Naughty
is
Dog.
correct.
Yeah, fuck Naughty Dog, indeed. Raise your hands up there, Hayden. So, oh, that's right. You can't.
No.
My bad.
Okay, so
Not up
Neon
now.
is correct in the chat. He said the final shot should be of Superman flying up, not falling down.
Exactly.
I
Yeah, I
agree, but I also think that they're telling a story of like this is Superman struggling with something, right? Which honestly, it makes me a little bit more interested because I want to see what had the capability to immediately knock Superman down.
I don't know. It
As
just seems
far
like
as the
he gets
narrative
knocked
goes,
out a lot.
I'm curious.
Like, I get knocked out, but I get up again.
Chumbawamba.
I won't
Choked Up,
spend the rest of
baby.
this
That's such a
call
great
somebody
album.
top list.
Take a whiskey drink. Take a vodka drink.
So I love the okay, so if you notice throughout the trailer, they're harkening back to the original special effects of the credits in the original Superman of like the original font, and they're doing this like blue and red glow thing, and I love it. The one thing I hate is there's only one Superman symbol, and that's the serif S from like Christopher Reeves.
I hate this fucking symbol.
The original
I like
S-
the Kingdom Come S. I won't front like I do. I mean, every Superman that we've gotten on the big screen has had a different version of the S, and we haven't seen Kingdom Come yet. It's a way to sort of separate it from the others. I don't mind it. I also liked this run of the comics, so I do think it needs to be way fucking bigger though. It's too small on his outfit.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, but I'm a classic guy. The thing I don't like about this S is that there's no bottom part to the S. They're trying to make it like too alien.
There's not
I don't know,
even
you
really a
just make it
top
a little
part to
bit-
the S. There's
Yeah.
just a line going through the middle of a diamond with the border. Like
Yeah.
that's
Like
all
the
it feels
top
like.
part
I
is a
think it's
little
ugly.
thicker. But then the
Yeah, no, it
bottom
is. But it's like
I know.
I don't know. I just don't like it.
Yeah, I just yeah. Yep.
Yeah. They could look better.
You have a dog.
A CGI dog.
It's a dog.
I find this last scene here annoying. Like I said, it feels like Crypto is just shoehorned in, and for them to stick this at the very end of the trailer and just be like, "You have a dog," and then show the dog laying on it. It's like, okay, yeah, you're going after fans of dogs. I get it. All right, Can
Yeah,
we
they got me.
keep going, please. Like,
But once again, Hayden, look at the walls of his room. He's in the Midwest.
yes,
He's got wood paneling.
yeah,
Hey,
absolutely.
chill, bro. Chill,
He has
man.
a dog.
Chill.
No, it's okay, dude. I had a room that was like that in Indiana. I love.
Yeah, my
vehemently.
the room that I was staying in at
Miami.
my grandparents' house had the same drapes, the same bedding covers, and the same wood panel walls.
This feels like any house in the countryside, really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
And
lamps.
The basement here used to have one room with paneling like that.
Yeah, the things that don't make sense are the matching lamps. They should not. That should not be happening. So
Mm.
Hey,
Oh, I
don't
miss
like-
the wood panel walls.
Why is the shoes on? He's got his full outfit on.
there
they
we
were
go.
glorious.
So yeah, I don't know, man. I'm one of those people. I will hold on to hope if it's the last thing I have on this earth. I kind of like the vibe, but a lot of the shots they used in there were kind of weird. What do you guys think? Like, it doesn't seem to quite mesh together quite as well as I would like.
Well, and I think that's fine with the trailer because you're trying to show some high action. You're trying to show a little bit of the characters and how they act. And like I said, for me, this trailer was enough to garner more interest than I got from the teasers that they put out. Because I'm like, okay, I want to know the context. I want to know what's going on. I don't hate most of what I saw. It was an interesting trailer. I've watched it a couple of times now. And like it just makes me curious about this world that they're building and what's happening in the universe. Knowing it takes place over the course of just 1 week, there's a lot happening. That's the thing that also scares me, though, is how much shit can you cram into one movie and have it all connect and make sense?
Yeah,
I was gonna say that we saw how well that worked with Spider-Man 3, but I've gone on record saying multiple times I like that movie and people shit on it too much. So maybe that's not a good example.
It had great actors, but the way they pulled it off was you could tell that the studio was way too involved with Sam Raimi.
Right.
He would have never made something that crappy on his own.
No, I mean not until Doctor Strange 2, which again studio stuff. But yeah, Sam Raimi wouldn't do shit like that. Absolutely. Now this trailer, it moved the needle for me. The problem with the 2 teasers were that it didn't make me want to see the movie anymore, but it didn't make me want to see it any less either. It was little lateral moves. But again, I'm biased as a Superman fan. This trailer actually is a relatively well done trailer. I think I could probably give it like a 6.5, 7 out of 10 as far as trailers go. I think it's a bit too long. I think most trailers nowadays are too long, but at least this one didn't seem to give anything away. It did leave you asking questions, like Hayden was saying. So there's some ups and downs in it, but all in all, it hopefully people can stop talking shit and just go see the fucking movie because it's a Superman movie and we need this to be good.
Wow. We got a scoop and a half here. Sorry, I just saw that and it was like kind of struck me. Hello there. I was one of the Bavarian soldiers charging forward in the scene around the 40-second mark in the trailer. It was a tough and fun couple of days. James Gunn was funny and very nice on set. Wow. Well, let's get a still of that. I'm trying to get to it.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's sick.
But the question is, did you have fun?
Did you?
That's an important question. Like, did you enjoy it? Did they cater to you well?
Yeah, because if
did
you
they
had fun, then
compensate
we
you?
know the movie's going to suck. All the best movies are the ones that are stuck. The production is hell on.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is at 39 seconds, and it doesn't get any closer than that. So which one are you?
Right there by that tree.
I see him. I see
Which
him.
tree?
So you mean to tell me this isn't CGI?
What? Well, he might have like actually just become sentient. He's
Yeah,
on
he
the
was,
internet now. Like he's like Ultron. Yeah, he's
It could have been just the one. It could have been just Mr. Cannon here, and they just like duplicated him CGI. So it's like just him, but then they just copied his likeness. And the way they did that, I don't know.
That's pretty cool though that you were part of it.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's pretty
I also like the idea that he's just like going to every stream that's going over this and waiting for the moment that this is not the first time that he's done it. Like that's my headcanon for what Stick Canning here is doing every single stream talking about this trailer.
Like, hey, did you know? I'm one of those guys.
Oh, there you
A
go.
lot of extras. Yeah, I can see them all.
Dude, that is awesome. Seriously.
Yeah, that would.
I was gonna say, of all the people in the fellowship, we had Geeks and Gamers, we had Bro Science, we had all of Film Threat. Stick Canning decided to drop in the GCA chat. So give thanks to we got the only scoop of the day and we avoided copyright. Hold on. Let me check.
I cannot wait.
Well,
I'm going to be scanning.
Hold on. I've been checking the entire stream. Let me check.
All right, let me know. I'll do the air
Don't
horn.
jinx us.
Clear.
Yeah, restrictions none. We have at least avoided it right now.
Practical soldiers mixed with CG.
I just want you to know,
soldiers.
Stick.
Dang,
I will be
all right.
scanning the credits, and if I don't see extras Stick Canning, I'm going to be
Watch his name be like can sticking or something. Like, just like a really shitty like nom de plume. Yeah.
No, but this is actually cool because we do, as long as he's not just, pulling our leg on it, like we are getting a little bit of actual info here. It's a mix of practical soldiers mixed with CG soldiers and tanks, which
that makes sense.
Okay, yeah, because I mean, obviously, you don't want to pay. What is that? Fucking
a lot of people.
2,000 people. Like,
is this the 50s? Come on.
Like
so,
300.
but it's cool because like even looking at just this shot in a still, like it looks fine, and
Yeah, it's hard to tell which ones are CG.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the ones further back probably are. But...
Yeah. Some of those that are a little bit blurrier, maybe.
Yeah.
But again, this is a still of a moving shot.
Let's
So
say that cluster of people over there, about halfway up on like the right side, that almost looks like AI or something. It's like a real like mesh of people. It almost looks. You can kind of tell it might be fake, but it's hard to it's harder to tell when it's actually playing. Having a pause like this.
Yeah, that group closer to us are probably real people, and then the rest. Is just...
Yeah, for sure.
I'm
But it
looking for
is very.
I'm looking for the glorious mustache. I can see the hints of it in his profile.
I'm looking for the
picture.
red eyes.
Yes.
And the gray,
the white
skin.
soldier that's in black and white.
Oh, maybe he's the one shooting the the flames at Superman.
Yeah, it's actually Nicholas Holt's alt account. But that's awesome, man.
Don't worry,
Thanks
we'll
for-
dox you soon.
I feel like a man with such illustrious facial hair would not be in here spinning yarns and telling lies. So, anyways, that's awesome though. Thanks for stopping.
Yeah, congrats.
But yeah, awesome. So, what does everybody think? Like, I know we were talking about like the overall trailer. Do we think this is gonna be good? Do we think it's not gonna?
I
be
will
I
say,
probably won't like it.
like I said, I am more hopeful about it than I was from the teasers that we had seen. I'm far more interested in it. And this has now become a movie that, believe it or not, folks, I will go watch this.
Yeah.
And I don't watch anything because everything sucks to me.
Whoa. Maybe you can review it with us.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yes.
Maybe.
Well,
yeah. It depends
based
when
on
I'm
the
able.
trailer, what I'm seeing it's packed of action. There's tons of things going on, tons of the villains and a lot of different scenes. So it's one thing I can tell, it won't be boring. So
Yeah, you asshole. So
that's funny.
Anywho, but yeah, there was a lot of meat there. I think that was
Mhm.
it took us a while to get through that, but I feel like it didn't get enough attention in what I've seen today, and I feel like there's a lot of, while there's red flags, there's a lot of really good signs. I'm sorry, like I'm hopeful. I am a huge Superman
No, all
fan.
those red flags is actually just you getting glimpses of Superman's cape.
Okay, well there you go.
Yeah,
that explains
Fair
it.
enough. Fair enough.
No, so I don't trust James Gunn, right? But James Gunn has made awesome shit before. So
right,
there's a chance that he just makes something good again, and I'm really gonna hope for that.
Well, Hayden, it's nice to know that you'll never be on Gooch's show again.
Yep, I know.
What are you doing, buddy?
So, all right. Well, after that awesome segment where we had some little inside knowledge, hopefully he's not stick
I mean,
canning.
it took
It's
us
just-
an hour to
Yes.
review.
Hey, it was worth it though. That's
3-minute trailer.
and we didn't get hit, so we got both bites at the apple. We got a lot of content out of it, and we get to keep it up on the internet. So, which is more than most people can say today. But given that, we have your favorite segment, my favorite segment, everybody's favorite segment. Secret Memer, albeit a kind of truncated one. I only got 3 entries tonight, which is okay, but I didn't know if anybody else wanted to get anything in. You got a few more minutes before I close the doors. So let's just get into it here. I have some pulled up. So Leon, so I don't know if you're familiar with this part of our show, but we do this thing called Secret Memer, where people anonymously to the rest of the chat, most of the panel, share the memes. And there'll be memes of us and other people on the panel sometimes, or just something just nonsensical. So we support the memes. We love the memes. So all right.
As long as it's not a stolen stand-up comedian's joke, which too many memes are, then yeah, I'm all in. Let's do it.
No Amy Schumers in this
Yeah.
contest, man. So nothing but just clean memes. So all right, so we have 3 that I have. Like I said, if anybody wants to get anything in, you're more than welcome to. But here we go. So the first one we have is appropriately labeled cursed.jpg.
You know, it'd help a lot if you shared the memes on screen with us.
I am.
Hell, no me.
Oh my God.
Whoever made this is banned from the Discord.
Oh my!
I hate you, whoever did this.
You.
It's funny because Nagrano looks like a little kid I know in real.
I think it's funny because if you put a swastika on Mo's head, he would look like Charles
disturbing.
Manson.
Oh, dude.
Right.
He does look like Charles Manson. This is
I
bad.
like
This
Aiden's
is,
hair.
this is
Actually looks.
terrible. My
looks
arms
pretty
are
good.
not that small, chat, anymore. I mean, no.
That's where I see Nagrano. I
Kinda.
saw him on Feed the Children.
Bro, did you ever see what was the name of it? F is for Family, the Bill Burr cartoon?
I know what you're
You look
talking
like the
about.
Justin
Oh,
Long
yes.
drug addict son.
Oh my
That
god,
kind of
you're
looks like
right.
the Justin Long character.
You're
This
right.
is anti-Irish. Not this is anti-Irish hate crimes right in here. This is
That's a
you've
fact.
picked out all the pink people on the
Dang.
panel, and you've
This
Huh?
is the photo that you would see on that Midwestern home set that you guys would say, like, you know, the paneling, the details of the curtains. This is the
If
photo
this
that
was
we
on a
would see there.
Midwestern home set, they'd be stringing these people up. We don't like their kind in the Midwest.
Hayden, I bet Nomi and I can do your hair like that.
No thanks. I'm good. I like my hair straight and natural. I will leave it that way.
Wait, oh my gosh, Hayden,
Hmm?
could I do like a heatless curl thing on you?
No.
You
No.
look so good with curls, dude.
No. Absolutely not.
Please, oh my
Oh, man, that would
gosh!
be
If we can make
so
a goal,
fucking gay. I
if
can't
we
believe
can make like a financial goal, like
There's
super
no
chats for
way.
Hayden to get curly hair,
no amount of money.
I would do that for Hayden.
bruh. When Vagabundo says it's cursed, it's cursed. It's so cursed.
Yeah.
I will do that. I will contribute first.
Oh my
No, no, no.
goodness.
I don't
All
put
right.
anything in my hair, girl.
Oh no, this is. Oh, just wait until you're done with me. That's all I can say, Hayden. That's all I
Oh
can say.
no.
No
Here's
product
our next
whatsoever.
one. Okay, so what are we gonna call that first one? Sorry.
Yeah,
no,
I'm
it's
sorry.
okay.
for that. Please.
Curse GCA.
Happy family. Oh,
Scarlett Monroe.
That's good.
Okay. There we go. Sterling Monroe. All right.
Love it.
All right, and then we have I give you a little tease of this one. Oof.
I love how Mo's arms are like he just crossed me. Still has another set of arms.
Oh my god!
He got fucking visual over here.
My boobs aren't that small. On the contrary, ever since I had my
think
surgery,
Jeremy's
they got
boobs are
bigger.
Really? Wow.
like how Mo has
I don't believe
four
you, man.
arms.
Yes, he has 4 arms.
And my
and,
goofy hat, which I actually own. Yeah.
The most fitting thing there is Jay's hood.
Yeah.
Like that feels natural.
And then also imagine if we were your heroes, we would be the best heroes ever. We got ABF who don't miss. We got Jay who can be the stumbling block for all of us. Like, all right, the zombies are coming. Jay will be the one to sacrifice first. And Mo, we don't know what he does, but he's there.
I'm the DEI hire apparently. So.
Yeah, because you got 4 arms. You want to show that you're not ableist. So.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, if these were my heroes, I'm gonna have the villain just do whatever. Because
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, I mean, it's all yours, Mr. Villain. It's all yours.
I think I would refer to you guys as the Just Us League.
The Just Us League.
That's right. Just Us League.
Just Us League. I like
and
that.
that's what we're gonna call it, the Just Us League. So
2 for 2.
Yeah. All right.
Trying to
and,
get ABF run for his money. I can do puns too, baby.
Yeah.
I love ABF's
ABF just
eyebrows
does
in this one.
Dad jokes. Oh, I know his eyebrows.
Yeah, I love that.
Mo looks like
That's a nice
fucking
touch.
Randy Savage, dude. I don't know why. I just keep on seeing Macho Man. The
Oh
fucking bandana.
yeah.
Is that a bandana? Or it's like a dashiki
No, it's,
or like a
no, it's Koofy hat. I have a Koofy hat.
Oh,
I figured I look at Atreus on New Blackstreet. He wears a cowboy hat. I can wear a Koofy hat. All right. This is 2025.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair trade.
That's fair. That's why I bought it. You think I'm joking? All right. And then I had somebody put their actual username in the gosh darn meme. Good job, dude. But we have this one, which is, I had to block a little bit off, which is super shit.
It's a wild guess that was Isaac.
No,
I
he's
will
not
not disclose
bad.
any information. He may or may not have hit puberty at any point during his life. I will not tell. So, and then the last one is super shit. Do we have anybody else that was wanting to share a meme? I just want to make sure because
last
ADF
call
was out.
for memes, guys.
Last call.
Last call.
You don't
gotta
have to go home, but you can't meme here.
I was thinking.
All
right. I don't see anybody else, but
I remember there is a stream delay.
Indeed.
Gotta just give him a couple of minutes. That way, if anybody wants to get one in, they can get it uploaded into the Discord and sent over to Mo so that he can bring it up. And I guess we'll get a YouTube poll going since we've only got 3 for now, and we've got room for one more.
Yeah. All right. So let me.
Vagabundo says one more in the chat.
I don't know where it is. No, I haven't seen anybody. But if you have it,
It's secret now. But
yes,
that's fine.
Phantom.
All right. Well, let me just.
Phantom also sent you one.
Yep. I thought I put that one up there. I was almost positive.
Did you
know? Let's see.
All right. Well.
Oh, he's right. I'm sorry. You're right. This is not Phantom. I showed yours earlier, Phantom, but here's one that I just got from somebody. Wink, wink. There you go.
All right. All right.
Hoodie's ghost.
I mean, I don't like mine at all.
Hey, man.
I really like Mo's eyes on his mask.
His eyes are like, it's so weird.
ABS also feels like it just kind of fits.
Right.
If anybody on this panel needs a robotic arm, it says probably Nagranol, like kind of noodly over there.
I'm kind of emerging with whoever is next to me. What's going on?
I think it fits, to be honest.
Yeah.
She's a Mexican chick, I think, in the movie.
Oh no, she's mulatto. She's like mixed.
No, I disagree with Wayfair. Bucky doesn't look trans. Bucky looks like one of those dudes that gets like a reality show on Sci-Fi where he does ghost hunting really badly.
Like Ghost looks trans in this hoodie. I'm sorry, you look like a dude fully.
Yes, it's hoodie without a D.
Or still has to be. We're planning on getting
right into the penis.
Well, I was thinking like Dunderbolts.
Yeah, that works.
That's pretty good.
Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right. I believe that's it. I haven't seen anything else, so I'll just drop these in the chat. Just 4, but that's okay. They were so good.
Ghost isn't invisible. He's transitioning between walls.
All right, I'm getting
Don't
it up
be
here.
mad, I have
Right.
the coolest powers.
All
Actually,
right,
no, I
so
don't compared to
this is why having other people producing and stuff like that is very helpful. So I'm putting it up as fast as I can.
Yeah, I can't do anything on the YouTube channel, so
He doesn't have any arms. We already established that. He can't do much of anything.
Mo forgets that he has a second person that can help out, but it's okay. It just
He's
it just
got
reveals
like 4 people that could definitely help out.
it just reveals that Mo hates women.
Base.
Well, true.
Repeal the 19th. I'm all for it.
Yep, banger Mo. You should tweet that out right now. I'll like and retweet it.
All right. So speaking of people that can vote, the chat can vote. Unlike repeal the 19th, everybody can vote in the chat.
Yep.
So
Get your votes in, guys.
Yep. Get your votes in, and we'll see where we're at here in about a minute. And whoever wins. All right.
Get them in. Get them in. We're at 21 right now. We got 44 watching.
Can you show them again?
Yes. So we have. There we
Did
go.
you just close
we
all
have
of them?
we have super shit. I hate StreamYard. There we go. Super shit. Then we have the Just Us League. And we have I hate this one so much.
I'm not voting for that.
The anti
so awful.
You
the
wanted to
anti-Irish hate crime. All right.
Yeah. If I find out,
Wait,
who
if it's an
made this-
anti-Irish hate crime, wouldn't it be like pro-Irish?
I don't know. You're right.
No, because the Irish are inherently not gay.
No.
Yeah, this
That
is
is true. They've got to be like the least gay like version of whites out there.
Yep, absolutely.
So there we go. All right, let's see where we're at with the vote here. We well, unfortunately,
I don't know if I can vote for any of these.
It looks like it's Scarolyn Monroe.
You fucking assholes, chat.
Who was it, Mo?
I'm banning everyone.
All right.
Excuse me.
Who was it?
Oh, bless
It
you.
was drumroll, please. That was Nerd Slap, aka the Nerd Files.
All right, see you. Have fun being kicked from the Discord and probably ABF show too.
Oh, I think with this image on screen long enough, it's about time I start drinking.
Yeah.
Move on, Mo.
Feel free to print it out so you can scare away any
been
rats in your
drinking
house.
this
So.
entire time.
So, all right.
Go through the
all
rest
right,
of them. Tell us who they were.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I'm so sorry.
All right. So, super shit was Isaac, which I will pull up.
Wow.
He didn't say super shit in the chat like 5 times before he sent his.
Yeah, I know. He put his logo in there.
Yes, no, that was just my deductive reasoning.
Yeah.
And then Risk It for a
Yeah,
Biscuit.
I used to be a cop. I'm pretty good at this detective shit.
Risk It for a Biscuit went old school, and he decided to clip out the faces, which is good.
I like that. I like that risk
Little
it.
old school.
It's
I
really
love the
good.
low effort memes. They always
Yeah.
make me smile.
They do.
And then, as people might have surmised,
Magda, you're muted.
This was Phantom.
Whoa, good job, Phantom. Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting too good with that AI.
Guys, there are 2 of them at 36%.
But I called it, and it actually ticked up
Yeah.
right when I hit in poll. So
Somebody else voted it, like right as he hit it. I was watching it too, and
So,
Scarolyn Monroe was at
under
30.
Oh, I see. Okay.
yeah, we're
somebody got
technically a red
lap.
state. No 3 a.m. dumps here. Thank you.
All right.
Damn, Phantom, they're cheating you out of a win, dude.
Yeah. Well, he's been.
We don't want to win it, Hoodie. We're just trying to be fair, okay?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be impartial.
Yeah, a tie is a tie. You can see it in the chat. You're
Hey,
disputing
I mean, that's
election
not a win. A
results right
tie's not
now.
a win, though. So even if it was a tie,
Just saying.
Phantom
Yeah,
wouldn't be
Phantom.
the
You
winner.
either won, you either tied, or you lost. You're gay either
Right,
way.
yeah.
So.
Yeah, we're not playing soccer over here. Come on.
Shut up, yo pops.
All right. So the Superman trailer went long, but I felt like it was a really good discussion. Way more meaty than I've seen today, and I thought it was really good. But there's one more. I wish I could show the trailer, but they are going hard after people. I'm afraid to share it because they're just going after big creators. But this one right here, I wasn't expecting, but I'm really excited about.
The costume looks great.
Oh, dude, costume's amazing. So, who here has seen the Spider-Noir?
I have not.
I have.
I haven't.
I watched it, but I was a bit drunk. I need to reestablish it, reassess it sober.
Pretty quick.
It's like half
Ooh,
the
just
movies I
play it.
watch,
Just
brother.
play it.
I get it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, we're already in there. If it's at the end, it's okay. Let's. You know what, chat? What do you think? Should we roll the dice and just see if we can play it and get away with it? See if we can.
Yeah,
see if we
chat,
can do what we did with Superman.
I don't think I've seen anybody get hit for that.
Oh, dude, they've been getting nailed. They like
For this one,
neurotic. Not the picture, but the actual.
really?
Oh
It
yeah.
is Sony.
After the fact,
Amazon.
Sony and Amazon. Yeah, it's pretty brutal. So.
Uh,
All right. So
Well,
let's. We're at the end. I'm okay with it. Let's roll the
I was
dice.
gonna say we might could watch it without sound.
We'll do it without audio. So all right.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, I just don't care about any Spider-Man but Peter Parker. So it just doesn't.
Well, to be fair, Spider-Noir is Peter Parker.
Yeah, but it's not like the classic Spider-Man Peter Parker.
But see, and
you're telling me you don't want Nick Cage,
really different. I don't know. I just
Spider-Man.
I actually like noir themed stuff. Like if it's
Me
done
too.
right and it's
It looks
shot
cool and
correctly.
stuff. It's just not my Spider-Man. It's not.
Well, but this is the version of Spider-Man that like uses a gun, right? Like this
Yeah,
Spider-Man shoots
great.
people.
Yeah, I don't care. That doesn't sound like Spider-Man to me.
Everybody know now the Spider-Man Noir comics were fucking awesome, and if this is half
Sure
as good
they
as that,
are.
it'll be worth
It's just not for me.
Well, maybe you should make it for you, Nagranal. Why you disagree?
No, you guys have your thing. Have fun with it.
Goddamn Harry Osborn
Go be
out here.
happy.
Oh, not my Spider-Man.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Leon, did you ever
exactly.
play? I think it was a PlayStation 3 game. It's called
Shattered
Edge of
Dimension.
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 Yes, that.
Fucking
I
Yeah,
keep
it's
hearing about that
very
game.
good
I heard it's
adaptation.
supposed to be awesome.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it's a
such a
great
great game.
It's probably top 5 Spider-Man games of all time.
And
No,
they
that
handled
game sucks ass. You
Spider-Man
guys
Noir very, very well in
wild.
that game.
Mm-hmm.
So the
Spider-Man Noir levels might be my favorite levels, honestly.
Yeah, same.
So the first time
Yeah,
I
it
ever
was one of the better levels in the game for sure.
Yeah, so the first time I ever saw it was Into the Spider-Verse, which I legitimately liked
I
artistically.
refuse to watch it.
Dude, not Across, Into. Into is really good.
Yeah, I know.
actually
I
had-
don't care. I'm not watching that shit.
Yeah. I haven't seen the
saying.
second one. I saw. What's the first one? Is it Into the first or is it Into the second?
Into is the first. Across
Okay.
is the second.
I thought it was overhyped. It was fine, but a bit overhyped when I watched it. I didn't see the second.
Yeah, the first one is amazing because it actually has like dads being good. It's it's actually a good thing. So just give me a second here. I'm trying to beat the system.
Yeah, you're good. No, I just my thing with like Into the Spider-Verse, I used to love the animated Spider-Man show that I used to watch as a kid, the 90s Spider-Man. But man, as soon as I watched the trailer for Into the Spider-Verse, I was just like, oh no, Miles Morales plays a significant part in it. I just don't care.
Right.
So using my
I've
computer
never even watched
techniques, we reverse the video. We're going to take the sound off. Let's see if we can beat the system. So reverse.
Also, you said you watched the end of the original Spider-Man show, Hayden.
Yeah.
The guy that did the voice of Spider-Man Noir in the game is the same guy that did Spider-Man in the 90s show, because they got four different actors who had they got 4 different actors who had all played Spider-Man before and gave them each a different Spider-Man. And yeah, Christopher Daniel Barnes plays Spider-Man Noir in the game.
Oh wow. I did
that's
not
awesome.
know that. That's awesome.
So we'll get the volume up a little bit here. So it's reverse.
Yeah,
We're going to keep
play-
it down. Let's
play
see if we can get away with it. I like trying to beat the system.
It's
All
always
right.
fun to get a win.
Oh, let's get a win. Let's get a win, baby.
Have you seen it out there?
Remember, we just have to make sure
city's a
and
mess.
talk over significant portions or pause.
Yeah. So
Yeah. So this guy's looking like
It's only
the Joker.
23
It's
seconds.
only 23
This is the
seconds.
Joker from the Dark Knight right here.
but it covers all the basic scenes. I don't know what it is, but this could actually work in our favor. So this is, I think, what people are saying is supposed to be the Goblin.
Which
Instead of the
would
Green
be
Goblin.
Yeah, that's what I'm
interesting because this is such an older iteration of Spider-Man Noir that I'm surprised the Goblin is in it. But yeah, I'm okay with it.
The city's a mess.
Now this gives me hope. This is such a wonderfully shot scene.
It looks really good.
It looks like something like you could tell that they're not just throwing black and white.
Yeah, no,
filters over something.
it plays with the black and white. Like that's and that's what you have to do in a black and white film is you have to play with that different the way that it looks on screen.
It's like lighting,
And-
right? Like lighting and shadows and stuff like that.
Yep.
You gotta,
Yeah,
Lighting
they,
is so important. Like it's so important.
I used to be a lighting technician for stage shows.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Ah.
Yep. Did that for a long time.
That's awesome. Let's see here. let's continue with this.
The people could use a hero.
Okay, so that part right there reminds me, if anybody's ever seen the old 1940 serials of Batman, when he would fight. Yeah.
Yep. The dark and light play, and you don't see something and you see somebody going down, and then you see, just a shadow move. And I like that kind of stuff.
All right, Hayden and I are spurging way too hard here. We were really enjoying this.
this
What
is
does
good
everybody
shit.
else think? I
Love
want to
it.
know. I want to know. Come on.
I think I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Go for it. Go for it.
Okay, I was gonna say is like I think I'll watch it on the side, so we're not stopping and going for the sake of the show, because I want to give my own 2 cents on it. But visually, so far, I'm in love with it. It looks great.
Again,
The
this scene
shadows.
right here with the lighting,
Yeah.
the black and the white and the grays, the way they all play together. It looks so good.
It's amazing.
Well, the fact that like you can see the reflection on whatever this is on the left-hand side, like they definitely paid attention to detail on that to get the same like I wouldn't say reaction, but the same like effect.
Yeah. Anybody else thoughts on this scene?
I think everything about it is great except for the fact that it's supposed to be Spider-Man.
All right.
I'm not getting necessarily so far like actual Spider-Man vibes off this, but that's fine because Spider-Man Noir is like when you read it, it is a Spider-Man story. It's also a legitimate, true, Maltese Falcon style detective story. I've gotten a lot of that out of this trailer. I haven't gotten really much of the Spider-Man yet, but again, we're 11 seconds into a 23-second teaser,
Right.
and
Yeah.
the still image looks great. So I do want to see a bit more.
Well, yeah, and Spider-Man Noir, again, uses guns, is a detective. Like, he's not your classic Spider-Man superhero. He is definitely a spin off of Spider-Man.
You would say he's a web spin.
Yeah.
Magda,
what do you think?
Well, I think that every time you have a black and white movie, you have to take it to the next level with, you don't have a color. You have to, you basically have to play with shadows a lot. And so, and clearly that's what they do in here. It's amazing.
Like this scene right here, I think it looks fantastic. Because just like you were talking about playing with the shadows, like as he moves in and out of those darker spaces, and you see him for a moment, and then you don't see him. Like I think it looks just phenomenal.
No, there it is. That's what I wanted. I want a shot like that.
Yeah,
that is
that's
a
awesome.
comic accurate. I don't think in the comics he had the top hat. I could be wrong. I don't think he had the fedora, but beyond that, those eyes, that is picture perfect from the books.
Well, there you look at this.
No, that is a cool shot. I'll
Yeah.
give him that.
That is really cool. The only thing I don't like about it is it sounds like the Switch, like Snap.
Yeah, somebody said
Yeah.
that. Yeah, when
It's-
Geeks and Gamers was watching it this morning, somebody immediately said that in chat.
It's like, gosh darn it, now I can't unhear it.
Like,
yeah.
oh shit. It's like spot on though. Yeah, let's hear it.
I hope they find someone.
Oh,
Well, that was different.
they must have changed it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that was more like Splinter Cell or something.
Coming 6,220.
Well,
Just gotta wait a couple of years.
My bad. You're gonna have to wait a while.
Darn, that's a long wait.
But
Okay, so-
I'm excited. It looks
I'm
really cool.
curious to see how Leon and Hayden and even Mo, how you guys. This is the Spider-Man
Oh,
Noir
Leon.
from the Spider-Verse movie. Like it's the same character, it's just getting a live action.
Well,
It's
he
the
was in
same
comics and
people
stuff
from the
before that,
movie
right?
have helped write the character in this show. So how do you guys feel about that?
Like I said, the only reason that I was like into the Spider-Verse is an absolute no for me is because I saw Miles Morales was such a big part of it, and I find that character annoying as hell. And anything he's involved in, I don't want anything to do with. But this is about Spider-Noir, so like I'm interested in this absolutely. And then the fact that they they grabbed Nicolas Cage out of 1990, shoved him into this, and they're like, "You're gonna be Spider-Man," and he was like, "Yeah, let's go." Like, I hope that they let him go full Nicolas Cage and just do his thing, and because
I actually don't want him to go full Nicolas Cage. I wanted to do like what he was doing in some of his more recent stuff, like Mandy and Pig and Willy's Wonderland, where he's actually way more subdued. And because Nicolas Cage is a wildly good actor. Like people make fun of him because he's a meme more than what I'm, but Nick Cage is a great fucking actor. Really and really, the only thing this has to do is be better than Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Some people will fight you on that.
Rider? I like the first Ghost Rider.
I do too. I'm talking shit. I do too.
Better. I'm not saying it's like the greatest movie ever. So
I just think it's cool that Nicolas Cage voiced the character in the animated movie, and now he gets to play him in live action.
Yeah, but that's what what you guys were saying about Subdued. He did a great job of using the age of his voice to kind of convey the kind of like older, more
the grizzled, like.
Yeah, he's like, I lost my uncle too. I lost my uncle Benjamin too. Like he just he really sold the character like he existed in the 40s. Like, because if people don't know, Nicolas Cage is a Coppola. He's from royalty. He is in the most famous film family that probably ever could be. Not if you saw Megalopolis or whatever that crap was last year, but no, he is a student of acting, and he's memeable, but he is a good actor, a really good actor.
Niat's got it in the chat. Highlight that. Nicolas Cage is both one of the best actors of all time and one of the worst. It all depends on how much cocaine he's allowed to bring on the set. Correct.
True.
Proof that there's at least one person with senses in Australia. So thank you, Niat, for being that one person. Thank you for being in the chat. That is a very good point. So overall anticipation. What do we think? I'm excited. I love noir stuff. Black and white done right. Black and white done right. I'm always excited for it.
Here's what specific. Like, Spider-Man is my favorite superhero of all time. I'm going to judge this very harshly but fairly when it comes out. That being said, I'm tired of the word noir getting thrown around and people not fucking understanding what noir is. Like, we see it so Andor is so noir for Star Wars. Noir doesn't fucking mean dark. I mean, it literally translates to black, but like noir is an aesthetic of a certain type of filmmaking or storytelling. No, people throw that word around willy-nilly, and 9 times out of 10 they're not talking about actual noir shit. This looks like an actual noir stylized show. I want to see it done well based on that alone. And then the Spider-Man stuff is because I'm a fucking fanboy.
So it looks like Magda's cat is like all excited about Spider-Man. She's doing
My cat was up here for Superman and then fucking dipped when Spider-Man came out. I don't know what the deal is.
But anybody else have any kind of like excitement there? Or are you just kind of indifferent, or is it just okay?
Good talk. Good answer.
There we go. Something I'm not indifferent
we
about.
We know Nagnal's thoughts. Nagnal hates it. Leon,
I didn't say I hated it. I said it looks good. I just thought.
But okay, so here's my question to you, then, Nagnal. Like, because you know, obviously you say you've got this image of Peter Parker in your mind. What is Peter Parker? In these comics, it is quite literally. Again, I don't know if the show is going to follow this, but the comics are. Let's take the Spider-Man story, the Peter Parker story we all love, and say, what if it was set in 1931 or whatever year it is? Like, it is like
40s
character-wise
for noir.
Maybe it was the 40s in the books. Either way, like, it's still Peter Parker. He's still, Uncle Ben dies. It takes that story and just rewrites the history of it. What if this happened in the gangster speakeasy times?
Yeah, I just don't really like the what ifs. Like, I just like give me. So
you never read like Marvel 1596 or anything like that, or?
No, I played the games with like 2099 and Noir and stuff, and I didn't really like any of them.
Yeah, but 2099, like, that's not Peter. Like, I love the 2099 run. That's Miguel O'Hara. That's like totally different.
I should identify with him because I'm Irish.
Mario, you have. Oh, dude, I feel like you and Hoodie could identify with him together.
Yeah, we should be able to.
Miguel
but,
and O'Hara, like you guys should
Oh
come
my
together
God,
to
I
form
hate
one.
that
That's
game.
Spider-Man
What was the
2099.
game? Spider-Man 2099, where Peter Parker was the bad guy. Oh my God! As soon as I found that out, I fucking took the game out of my Xbox and
Wow.
game fucking trash.
Dude, okay, whatever you think, the 1990s animated Spider-Man show is the best representation
Facts.
of the
Yeah.
character.
That's what I'm saying.
Besides the comics themselves,
And
yeah.
Noir
absolute facts.
and 2099.
Well, yeah,
are
besides
not
the
bad.
comics, yes.
And I get it that there's like, Spider-Man probably has the best like multiverse written into it, where he has all the other Spider-Man, especially like in the cartoon, for instance, where there was like Man Spider. There was like an episode where he had like 6 other Spider-Men in the room.
Yep.
One of them had 6 arms.
That's
and then
the
he
series finale.
transformed
It's a
into
two-parter. Two-parter series finale when he meets the Spider-Man from the other universes, and yeah.
Yeah, I remember that vividly, and I had that the toy for Man Spider, where he's just like the full-blown spider. It's actually
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, the Noir stuff and Noir's some of the cooler stuff, like Miles Morales, not mine.
Yeah, like I said, that's what
2099.
drops me out is Miles
2099,
Morales.
I
You
don't
stick him
really
in
like
something.
either.
Yeah, you should give it a try though, because they lift
I
up
gave it a try. I
regular
played the
Peter
game
Parker.
with Noir, and I get it. It's darker. I like the look of it. I'm sure the movie will be good. I'll watch it. Probably won't pay for it, but
It's a
Fall
show.
off a truck.
we'll see. We'll see. If I like it enough, then I'll go give it money.
All right. Well, cool. Yeah. No. So that's I'm liking how the discussion there's not much to say about woke, because a lot of people like to hang on it and see it where it doesn't exist. But by and large, in these two shows, it's all about what is the show going to be like. Is it going to stick to the material? We're going back to a pre-2016 conversation, and
Isn't
I, for
it
one,
crazy?
I'm loving it, dude. Not once did we bring that up. Like, kind of,
Nope.
sort of, but certain people are just going to find it wherever they want to find it. But I'm very hopeful with these two shows coming out, what's going to be coming forward. Other thing I'm hopeful for is more guests that are going to give us gifted memberships, like Yo Pops.
Oh, Words of Paradise.
We know that guy.
Fuck is that homo?
He's on the straightest panel. He's gayest panel. I don't remember what it was. Gayest gayest panel he's ever been on.
It's all relative, and Leon is enjoying his time here. So
I very much am, especially now that I've been off work for the last half hour. I can actually like dial in, make sure I'm all like so happy that we were that I'm off and kids like dial into the Spider-Man stuff. Like that's my bread and butter, baby.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, awesome, man.
Spider Stan.
Bread and butter.
Bread and butter. Bread and butter.
Bread and butter.
So, we're closing in on 2 hours here. I don't know if there's anything else to talk about. I'm just excited that we have superhero movies that are, like I said,
let's do top 10 consoles.
All right.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah, that's a good way
to
to
on Wayfarer's point. Scarlet Spider, yeah, I would totally be down for a Scarlet Spider movie.
Depends on the Scarlet Spider. There's been 2.
I want that arc where Ben Reilly's his clone.
Okay, yeah, there's a Ben Reilly Scarlet Spider, Clone Saga.
Dude, I had like
people hate the Clone Saga. I love the
Clone
Clone Saga. I love Ben Reilly.
Spider-Man comics, and I almost picked one up. My friend had like a bunch of comics at the store. It was like a thrift shop. He was selling shit at, and he had the comic where Ben Reilly as Scarlet Spider fights Green Goblin and like dies.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he had that comic, and I was gonna buy it off him, and then I don't know, somebody must have come by and picked it up or something because
that sucks.
It went missing. I was like so mad.
Ben Reilly was a great character.
Oh yeah,
there we go.
But I also like Kane Parker, the second Scarlet Spider. I like Kane Parker as well.
I don't know as much about him.
Imagine Spider-Man set in Dallas, Texas, and he does not follow the great power, great responsibility rules. It's a pretty cool run. He's dead too now.
Oh, that sounds dope, actually.
That does sound pretty dope, but Dallas needs it, from what I understand. So, all right. So, probably speed run this one, but the 8 best-selling consoles in history. I have not seen this article. I've only perused the first part of it. So I don't know how they're going to rank it.
I mean, I
but,
saw the headline.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they're including handhelds because that'll shift whether or not the order of certain things. I know the top 3, but I don't know anything beyond that, depending on how they count
PS3,
handhelds.
baby.
So number 8, according to Bounding into Comics, is
That's the one I have. I have the one on the bottom there. What is that? A Slim?
That's a Slim.
Yep, that was
that's
the Slim.
What I have. Yeah.
I've been looking for a
I,
fat. So I've got a Fat Boy, but it doesn't have the other port for the backwards compatibility.
Yeah,
Because you can tell by the ports on the front.
Yeah, they have 4 USB ports, and a lot of them have yellow light of death because it had a PlayStation 2 shoved into it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I
So
bought
it's-
my
one that I've
Fat
won.
Boy
That's not
PS3.
surprising because
like,
if you go on,
I remember buying my Fat Boy PS3 like maybe 6 months into its life cycle for $100 off a cocaine dealer who needed money for his habit.
So my first PS3 I got last year.
What?
Yeah, I
got
never
mine a
had a
few years ago.
PS3, but last year for my birthday, my girlfriend found out. A couple years into our relationship, she found out my favorite game series. One of my absolute favorites is the Metal Gear Solid series, and she found out that I never played Metal Gear Solid 4: Guns of the Patriots. She went out for my birthday and bought me an old Fat Boy PS3 and a copy of Metal Gear Solid 4: Guns of the Patriots. And I spent
What a woman.
3 days in our bedroom, did not
Shout
leave,
out.
and just played that whole game.
Did you put a ring on it at least?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it was a great birthday gift because I got to actually finish out a story of a game series that I've loved since I was a child.
I hope that's not the only finishing out you got to do after that, or that she got to do more importantly after that.
Nope.
whoa,
Everybody had a good night.
I love how they say thanks to iconic games like Grand Theft Auto 5 and Call of Duty Modern Warfare, they were on both consoles, and the PS3 had the
5?
Yeah, 5 came out on.
You could have played You could have played San Andreas on that. Bush.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but they're like talking about like the Xbox 360 had similar. No, they had better sales numbers for this generation.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, so,
I mean, I didn't buy
360 won that
PS3
year.
until after my PS4 because I wanted to play God of War.
Xboxes
games,
are gay.
All the God of War games. Excuse me, Hoodie?
Fucking Hoodie.
You heard me.
You want to lose a fight right now?
All I'm gonna say is 3 or 4 words: Red Ring of Death.
Yeah, that was after literally
PlayStation.
20.
Don't care. It ruins your whole.
Wrap it in a
hours.
fucking hot towel and the red ring goes away.
or what is
Wait,
it?
why
You could
wrap it
literally
around
hit. You
your
can
whole
literally
reason
beat the
you
crap
get
out of
Red
it, and
Ring
it'll
of
start
Death
working
is
again,
because
right?
you play so many fucking games on it, and your gamer score is through the roof over here.
Okay, I got trophies. I got platinum trophies.
No,
on
okay,
PlayStation.
we'll get to the
Oh,
Xbox
okay, I got
360.
some
All
of
right,
those.
y'all,
Yeah, I'm
y'all
sure it'll
calm
be
down.
a better console. Yeah. So number 7 is the Wii. That's
This
just
was the
because we got-
normie console.
Yeah.
All right, the fact that the 360 isn't above the Wii.
No,
Are we going in
it's
opposite
going.
order here?
Yeah, it's in
Counting down.
Dude, we was
Counting up.
we was all hyped because it did the first motion, sensor thing.
We
and,
was
like,
all hyped up.
I think it was like honestly, like I didn't really,
agree.
like don't get me wrong, it was cool because my homie got one like when they first came out back in the day. We used to go play with it all the time, but like quite honestly, like there was no fun for me. I'd rather I'd rather play like something on PS4 or PS3
Yeah.
or whatever, like play like a
No,
shooting
that's
game.
what I'm
or some
saying.
shit.
Yeah,
This
Wii
was the
fun for
normie
30
console.
minutes.
Yeah,
40
yeah,
minutes.
that's exactly what it was for like old people.
My
Old people, normies.
my
you know.
sister,
You played
who is
bowling.
2 years younger than me, that never played video games, bought a fucking Wii.
Yep,
And whenever I
right
would
here.
go over to her
My
house
OG
to hang
Wii,
out,
I keep it in
we
its
would
OG
play.
box. My Wii is in its box. Like I pull this bitch out, I play it all the time, but when I'm done, I box this bitch back up. I kept this shit pristine, motherfuckers. I love my
It's a
Wii.
collector's
Is it a
edition.
Love
It
my
is
Wii.
somewhere.
You could see I'm up all night playing with my Wii.
I have a couple of the gun controllers where you like put the
Yeah.
Wiimote
Oh,
into
yeah,
the
those
gun
are cool.
mold. Those are pretty cool too.
So I'm actually a Wii hater just because
I love
I played bowling and tennis on it, and those were cool. and everything else
Yeah,
was
but
fucking
you
stupid
gotta-
because the motion controls were retarded.
What you gotta do
I
is
Oh,
download
hated it.
James
Homebrew.
Brighter says Wii was for grandma. Well, guess what? Me and my grandma played my Wii together all the fucking time, and she died
my
last year.
God.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Man, wow. Way to ruin
No,
the
for real.
show,
My
James.
granny did get a Wii, and we played that shit together all the time. And she really did die last year, so fuck you, James.
No, but like I said, normie console. That's what the Wii was.
It kind of was.
Ooh, and then we go to this one's shouldn't
OG.
this should be higher, to be honest with you.
OG.
Well, this is by
Million,
sales.
that's it?
Oh, is it by sales? Okay.
Yeah. It's the best selling, 8 best selling.
You
So,
guys
now
ever seen like a TV screen that hooks up to the back on that PlayStation?
Oh
Right?
yeah.
The mini one for the smaller one, and yeah, I remember my homie
yeah.
had one of those. Like, oh my god, blew my mind.
Folds
the
down
PS1
over the
add-on?
top.
Yep, folds down. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, so the PlayStation had
Never saw it in
so
person.
many iconic games, and for anybody who didn't jump into home gaming with the NES or the Sega Genesis or during that era, the PlayStation was what brought a lot of people into home gaming. Like it really was the console for everybody at the time that it came out.
I stand to this day that the original PlayStation was the best system for sequels. You had in one console cycle Resident Evil 2, Spyro 2, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. Done. End of discussion.
Tomb Raider 2.
Yeah.
Gran Turismo.
Tomb Raider
had two
2.
of
Gran
the
Turismo,
The first
Yeah, there
Tomb
was a
Raider.
ton of sequels.
But yeah, I mean,
Uh,
if you're just doing sequels, yeah, Tomb Raider 2. But the first Tomb Raider, that brought in
yeah.
so many people because it was hot chick, fun game. And that,
And it's
that's where
3D.
All
we
you needed.
we got our
Oh my God.
3D pyramid boobies.
Yep. Polygon.
Whoa.
Polygonal.
Ha 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 ha. It was peak. You're so
Yeah, that was pretty good. That's pretty good.
You're good.
Thank you for getting that.
I got it, Hayden. I got it.
I'm glad. Thank you, Nomi.
I see you. I see you.
And then we have number 5,
PS4, really?
PS4.
Like I said, I didn't buy a PS3, but then I got a PS4. I mean, I won it in a company like Christmas party.
Oh, nice.
But I mean, I had one. So.
Yeah, I had a PS4 before.
PlayStation 4 is all right. Like I like the PlayStation 4. I had it. I played the shit out of it. But by the same token, I've never gone back to it ever since making the switch to PC. I don't really felt the need to. Never got a PS5. That was like the last console gremlin thing for me.
Wait a
Well,
minute. Was
the
Bounty in the
PS
comics where John Trent used to work?
Yes.
He founded it. Then they
I think they're getting taken
Yep.
over by losers now because they're talking about thanks to games like Last of Us 2. Really?
No. Well, okay, so Last of Us 2 sold really well.
Yeah.
Because of what happened with Last of Us, and then nobody played into the second act of the game because as soon as they killed Joel, everybody was really pissed off. But the game sold really well early on because people didn't know what was coming.
Well, I mean, there was leaks beforehand. People kind of knew, but some people probably tried to avoid that. I'm sure it sold some consoles, but
Yeah, no, it's
not as many as Ghost of Tsushima.
No, but Hayden is
Rise
correct.
of
As much as we want to talk about the quality of the game, like shitty games sell out all the time. Fucking Call of Duty always breaks the bank. Call of Duty fucking sucks. Like shitty games sell.
Hey, chill.
Yeah, but we're talking about a game that would actually sell a console. So Last of Us 2
but
definitely
Last of Us,
would.
yeah,
because
absolutely.
Everybody was super hyped about it, regardless of what they were hearing.
Well, and keep in mind that, like you say, yeah, there were spoilers, but most people are not terminally online like the rest of us, and they don't have spoilers like pop up in front of their faces. Like,
first of all, this person's an idiot because God of War sold way more consoles than that stinking game. 100%.
God of War,
Yeah, but
God
that
of
wasn't
War
until like
was
the
on
end
fire
of its
wasn't
life,
it?
though.
It's all the
God
same.
of
Last of Us
War-
was
I mean,
towards the end
what
too.
God of War are you talking about?
Actually, Ragnarok was on the PS4
like the reboot, the one that was
Pro.
the one where he's
So 20, what was that? 17?
That was 2018.
2018 God of War. Yeah, it sold consoles, but I mean, in the early days, whenever they actually had massive sales, Last of Us 2 was one of the big ones because of the hype of Last of Us. Like, I've played The Last of Us. I've never played Last of Us 2. Like, and it
Same
wasn't
here.
because I had spoilers pop up in front of me. I just didn't buy a PS4.
Wow, okay, Game Boy.
Wow, I'm surprised Game Boy is
I
number
miss my
4
Game
here
Boy
of
Color
most
so
sold
bad,
consoles. That's crazy because this thing has sold a shit ton between these two.
Yeah.
Well, the DS outsold that, so I think we know what number 3 is because if they're doing handhelds.
Yeah, I remember getting a game, the one on the right, the pea green soup with the horrible
Fang.
The one on the
refresh rate.
left.
Yeah,
Got that with the Game Boy version of Turok 2. Let me tell you guys,
Turok is a good game.
not what you think when you think Turok.
Wait, Turok 2 was on Game Boy?
There was a Game Boy port of Turok 2. Sure
dude,
was.
Street Fighter 2 was on
been-
Game Boy. It was
Oh,
horrible,
wow.
but I loved it. It
Dude,
was
I played
bad.
Turok 2 on N64.
I played on PC. I already had a PC.
N64.
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 But I feel like handheld should be on a separate article. It should be separate from consoles. I feel
The only reason that they got merged together was this next one.
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah. But see, that's but Switch is like both. So wow.
Yep.
Muddy
Exactly.
the waters right there.
I think this is correct though, because the Switch, I'm pretty sure, outsold the PS2 eventually, and they haven't gotten to PS2 yet.
Yeah.
I don't think this list is correct.
So there's
numbers,
contention.
150 million. Okay.
There's contention between whether the PS2 or the Switch sold more.
Could be the
And
next
it's
one on the list.
because of there's something that they do with the numbers where they say like PS2 sold more overall, and then Switch sold more over its lifetime, but the lifetime of the PS2 was longer. Like there's some weird argument.
So
and that may
yeah,
not
from
exactly
a
be
cursory
it,
Google search, the PS2 did sell about 10 million more total units than the Switch. But the Switch outsold the PS2 in the US. So if it's globally versus locally, I think is the breakdown.
Yeah, that might be it.
And yes, the PS2 had a way longer life cycle because they were making PS2 games up until I believe the last one was made in 2016.
Yeah.
It's probably Madden games or like EA Sports games. I know they were.
It was an MLB
they
game,
were-
actually.
Yeah.
You're
A what?
close. Yeah, it was an MLB game.
Yeah. So people.
Now
yeah, really
I have a
love it.
Switch. I played 5 games on it, and it's still in its box, but it's a Pokemon Let's Go Eevee Special Edition. So I pull it out whenever there's a Switch game I want to play, and then I put it right back in the fucking box.
A DS, yo.
Dude, I had like 4
Everyone had-
DSs. I had 3 DSs. Like I loved the DS.
Dude, I didn't even have words for the homo ass kids that had a PSP. The cool kids had a fucking DS.
PSP was cool, man.
no,
Fuck
come
out
on,
of here.
PSP
Oh,
was
dude.
sick.
Yeah, that's why
PSP
they're
was
still making handheld PlayStation
PSP,
consoles.
you can
Hey,
play fucking
regardless,
Call of Duty
regardless.
online and stuff.
I still thought it was a cool handheld.
Yeah, PSP was. I have a PS Vita.
PSP was great. Everybody wanted to play Daxter and Clank, not as Jack and Ratchet. Like, yeah, sure, you wanted the spin-off fucking characters. You know what
I was
DS had?
playing-
Fucking Pokemon and Zelda and
Actually,
Mario.
I
But I
was
also
playing
didn't
Need for
have a
Speed.
PSP.
Need for Speed. Was it Need for Speed Underground?
Yeah.
And I think it was so awesome on that little
From the
thing,
window.
I think I
wall.
played
Through the wall.
Metal
Through the door?
Gear, and that was pretty much it on the PSP. But on my DS, I
didn't
had
have one. I always wanted a PSP though. I was pretty jealous of people that had one.
I had,
Even though there really wasn't like much on it you could play.
no, there wasn't.
And
That's the
it-
thing.
It was
Like,
just
they
cool.
didn't have many games. Whereas like for the DS, they had a shit ton of games. And the fact that you had a touch screen and you used the stylus for the touch screen, like WarioWare.
Oh,
WarioWare
dude.
was a great puzzle game on the
WarioWare
DS.
is-
right there.
is
I have my
great.
GBA cartridge in there.
Yeah,
Nice.
the Game Boy
I
Advance
love
version.
WarioWare. It's my
Yes.
favorite game of
Nice.
all time. I love those.
See,
stupid
on
games.
my Wii, I have it hacked so I can play Game Boy Game Boy Advance games, and that was one of them. WarioWare. It's so
I
fun.
hope Nintendo never sees this stream.
Yes.
Oh yeah, when I said my Wii, I meant it's
Pay
in
no
China.
attention.
It is something made in China. You can see that.
Fine.
And all right, let's see what number 1 is. PlayStation,
PlayStation
2.
2.
Of course.
Huh.
Let's go.
Greatest console of all time, had the best games. I've actually
I mean,
still
you're
got
wrong,
tabs
but-
pulled up from Monday of two of my favorite PS2 games. Project Eden, which was a it was like you play as 4 different characters but all at the same time. So you have to like switch between characters. One of them is a robot, and it had like fast-paced action combat, but you play as like a police squad that's trying to like solve a mystery. Really great game, very futuristic. And my other favorite was Draken the Ancient's Gates, where you play as a girl named Rin, and after the first like tutorial part of it, you meet her dragon friend Arok. And Arok is a dragon that you can mount at any time and fly around an open world, and you unlock different breath attacks for him, like fire, ice, lightning, void. Void is really cool because you launch a breath attack at the ground and it like sucks enemies in and like explodes them out. And this was a game from, I want to say 2001.
Yeah.
But it was a phenomenal game. Very few people have ever rated it, and all of the people that have rated it gave it 5 stars. Like,
oh my gosh.
Wow.
It's a game that like nobody has ever heard of, but it's one of my favorite PS2 games I ever played. Like I absolutely adore it.
It's what's up?
Oh, I was just saying PS2 was great. Like I knew it wasn't me on the list because the fact that it's sold poorly is why Sega stopped making consoles. I mean, all-time favorites Dreamcast, but I'd probably give PS2 like the number 2 spot.
Yeah, I love my Dreamcast. I love my GameCube. I love my original Xbox. Like, but the PS2 had so many games. And
I think it's got
such
the
a
largest library
variety.
of games of any. I think it's got the largest console library of any console out there. It's got something
Yeah.
over like 16,000 games or some stupid, ridiculous number.
It's crazy.
And by the way, if you put this on your computer, if you put the games on your computer and upscale them, you'd be amazed how well they hold up. Like,
Oh, dude, I
they're
was playing
amazing
an
games.
emulated version of Jack and Daxter on my channel, like when I first started, like maybe 2 years ago,
Yeah.
and it was beautiful.
It's amazing. That tells you how good the it was. Like the nexus of the technology was there, and the people that wanted to make great games were there. I know how people were into Soul Calibur, Tekken, all that kind of stuff. But like the Gran Turismo games, like 3 was amazing on this. It looked like real life. Like it still holds up. Like people don't realize how much of a generational jump it was from 1 to 2. It was in freaking sane.
It makes me so happy that not a single Xbox console is on this bitch. Fuck Xbox.
I feel like the PS2 was out for like quite a while before the PS3 came out too, right? Like,
no, it actually wasn't that
Not
long.
really. 5 years.
PS2 was 2001 and PS3 was 2006.
My favorite.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah. But the PlayStation 2 had many games that were still going while the 3 was out. Like it was
that's
still-
right. That's right.
There, Mo, or share my screen because I want to show a little bit of Draken the Ancient Gates on the PS2.
Got it.
So this game, it was an open world adventure combat RPG.
Lagging really bad.
Yeah, I know, for real.
That's all right.
Well, Philip Chan is in the chat. That's
I'm also skipping ahead. I'm trying to find something interesting happening here.
I went for like 2000s.
No, I
graphics.
believe
like
it's
so-
on.
Yeah, this is 2002.
Yeah, that's not bad.
And see, this is where she's on the dragon. So yeah, you got
Okay.
to fly around on a
That's
fucking
cool.
dragon in an open world. This game was so good, and nobody knows that this game exists. It's crazy to me because I love this game.
Yeah, I feel
It's
like
a
everyone
fun
has that
PS2 game
PS2.
where-
Everyone has that hidden gem that they feel like nobody else ever played. Like for me, it was called Dark Watch. It was a Capcom game.
I know Dark Watch.
Dude, Dark Watch was this shit. You play as a cowboy, a gunslinger. You get turned into a vampire in the first
Actually
level,
does-
and the
Oh, that
whole
does
rest of
sound
the
mad
game
familiar.
is you're all like, you're going through fighting armies of the undead, and you've got to choose whether you want to suck people's blood or set their souls free, and you got like good and bad endings. Oh, Dark Watch, man, was the shit.
Dark Watch was great. Like that
This
was
game I used to play. I don't even know if it was on Xbox or PlayStation, but it was like you could transform into different creatures and stuff. Like you were a human player, but you could like transform into a dragon.
I think I know what
transform
you're
into, like, a
talking about. I
griffin
vaguely
or
remember that.
something. I don't even remember what the fuck. I can't even think of it. I played so many games when I was a kid. So.
Yeah, I feel like I vaguely remember what you're talking about.
Look it up. Some kind of shape shifting game, but I feel like it was mostly dragons.
Yep.
That you could transform it. But,
I noticed this guy's got 8 subscribers. Watch this be the one that copyright strikes this.
I know, right?
Give him a thumbs up. Like this video.
He's like, oh,
Little
these.
do we know this is actually Hayden's old channel.
It's not. I was surprised that I found
gameplay.
this channel. Classic gameplay.
It looks
So,
good
hey,
though.
Shout out
I
to you,
kinda like-
classic.
Yeah, shout out.
gameplay
Yeah,
for-
give that man
Yeah,
some
I just
subscribers.
They're like, who the fuck is subscribing all of a sudden? All these people just out
Yeah,
of
you know what?
nowhere.
I'm gonna
You're welcome.
subscribe right now. There
A
we
bunch
go.
There
of
we
alt-right
go.
Nazis
Subscription
found my
added. Look at that
channel.
man.
What? Like,
Like and
Classic
subscribe.
gameplay, let's go.
All right. So we're
Oh,
gonna
we got a 10.
Yep, a 10 Australian, and then we're gonna do outros. So
Okay, let's.
yeah, that's cool, man. That was fun talking about that stuff. So I'm sure. Go ahead, Neopops.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't trying to cut you off. Got a little excited there. Film Comics Explained with a 10. I think it was Australian. Anyways, why is the N64 on the list? I know it didn't have as many games as the PS2, but it revolutionized the next stage of controllers and had some banger games. I do agree. With that statement.
It was
N64
best-selling
was pretty
consoles.
big when it came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was best selling,
Oh, yeah, one
not
of the best.
best consoles. So, and the Nintendo 64 did struggle a little bit in sales, because it was at the same time that the PS2 and Dreamcast were out.
And keep in mind that Square Enix, I think it might have still been Squaresoft at that point. They were like, okay, well, we're not going to have CDs. Well, we're not making games on your console anymore.
yep.
So they left Nintendo, and that
Yeah,
lost them
Final
a
Fantasy
lot of
VII
business.
would have been like 8 cartridges and cost like $150 fucking dollars or something ridiculous. Because originally they were going to stick with Nintendo exclusivity, but they're like, yeah, nah, we ain't playing that game.
Yep, that lost them a lot of money, a lot of cash, because a lot of people that lost them the Japanese market essentially. So
That's crazy.
yeah. So, anyways, thanks for the
Yes,
10 yet.
I love the N64.
Yeah, thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Yes, I
Appreciate the support from the cabal tonight.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah. So that was a really fun stream. We talked about some good movies and some good memories on consoles that any one of us has owned it, and we found out about a secret dragon game, and we somebody just increased their subscriber count by like 10% tonight. So it's just all kinds of good vibes tonight. So anyways, so we're gonna get into the outros here. We're gonna start with the man of many words, Nagranol. What do you have coming up?
Right after this, I'm going to play more Doom: The Dark Ages because I only got to play an hour before ABF stream earlier, so I need to play more. And that'll be over here on my channel, Nagranol. YouTube and Kick.
Awesome.
I suppose I can put my link tree in the chat. Go over to my link tree and check out all my links.
There you go.
He has an OnlyFans.
Yeah, it's on there too. Only fans and only feet, only hands, and only
got
me.
all the onlys.
And the stand-in for the sketch of the Unabomber, it's Hoodie D, the Mexican Italian. How you doing,
Hello,
sir?
hello.
What do you got coming up? I saw you put some videos out recently. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, Lady Medea and I are going to see Final Destination this weekend or the end of this week, so there'll be a
Nice.
review up for that. And just like Nagranol said, I'm gonna go play some Doom after this. So that's all I got.
Fuck yeah!
Awesome. And then Lady Medea.
Well, right after this, I'm going to, I guess, go eat some dinner. I'm starving. Sorry.
I hear you.
Yeah, I need to eat too.
But yes, Final Destination this week. So we'll see. It
Awesome.
must be, it's like a, installment number 15 or something. So we'll see what they come
I'll tell you
up
one
with this
thing.
time.
I have not been putting any ice in anything recently after watching that trailer. That scared the shit out of me.
With the glass.
Oh, no.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Did you guys see the advertisement for the new Final Destination?
I've heard of them,
that
but
they
I haven't
had?
seen them.
So they have them going in Colorado and a couple other states. They're putting banners on the back of log trucks.
Oh shit!
Oh,
no.
God, no way.
Oh, that is diabolical.
That's
Yes.
crazy. Hell
They're-
yeah.
they're-
They have like
so it's like-
logs on top, but they're I don't think
No,
they're
no,
wood.
no.
They're
It's an
fake
actual
logs.
truck transporting logs, and then they
Oh,
just have a
really?
banner on the back of it that
With
says
the
"Final
Final
Destination."
yeah.
See it in theaters. Like that.
That's
It's
smart.
just spread over the back, and you can see the logs. Like,
Dude, that's so
Listen,
sad.
I never drive after the trucks with the logs. I'm
I know
watching that
it scarred
movie.
all of
Never.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find the picture while we're rolling outros real
I
quick.
mean, that's just common sense. You don't want to drive behind a fucking truck,
No,
even though
but I
those,
make- yeah.
even though those trees weigh so much. No idea.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Well, it's
They
just
ain't
a
going
movie
anywhere.
too.
So
Okay,
then we
yeah.
have Yo Pops, who's interviewing and he's selling drugs online, playing all kinds of classic games. He's covering the gambit here. What do you got coming up, sir?
Tonight, I don't think anything's gonna be going on tonight. As far as the rest of the week or whatever, we'll see what's going on because I just finished up Medal of Honor and I have Doom, but not the Doom that these guys are playing. It's the first of the newer ones, so not like the old '93 version, but like the
2016,
first one.
very nice.
Yeah, so I got that. So I might get started with that. Yeah.
That.
Oh my
okay.
goodness.
All right. Oh, that's nice. I was like,
That's
they put on the
gnarly.
side. Okay,
Oh,
they put on the
no.
back too.
I'll have to. Yeah, it's on the side and on the back. Final
I
Destination.
love how the
Yeah, I saw
QR
a
code that
different
says
video,
"How's
one
my
that put it on
driving?"
the back.
Yeah. It's
As long as those logs stay on, it's fine.
yeah. There's
They're not going.
like I said, there's I've seen this isn't the image that I saw earlier. I saw another
Yeah,
one
no, I
that was like
saw
driving
a
up the
video.
mountains.
It's still good though. It's still amazing.
Oh, it's perfect marketing, and these companies that are transporting logs are just making bukus of cash based on just movie marketing. Like, oh yeah, hey, will you stick this poster on the side of your log truck as you're transporting logs? Like, yeah, why not?
You seem kind of queer, but sure.
If somebody dies,
I
they're
don't even know what the
probably-
movie's about, but
Yeah,
Uh,
no, Nagrinol's
Nobody's
right. If
paying
it
for it.
actually kills somebody, if a log comes off and kills somebody, it might be the best marketing in history
of all time.
I don't know.
of all time, yes. So, all right, and then we have Hayden Wayne, who's showing us all the wonderful marketing here. What do you got coming
Yeah.
up, sir?
So I'm gonna be making a video. Freddie Yankoba in the chat just a little while ago asked if I had been paying attention to the fact that the cancel culture was going after VTubers, and yes, I have a video that I made on that, and I'm going to be making another video on that this week, kind of wrapping it all up because the stuff with the freaks going after Kirsha has now stopped. Vice has removed their articles, but they are still going after other VTubers. So we can't let up. We can't relent because these freaks are coming in and trying to take over another space that they don't belong in.
Are you gonna cover? Is that part of your video? Kitsu being doxxed?
Yep. Kitsu being doxxed. Sku-chan, they've been calling for her to be removed from the internet because she just supports men. She just thinks that men should be able to be loved, and they've been calling for her to be moved out of the space. And it's I had this statement. These are cultural Marxists that move into any space that they're able to, and anybody who even slightly disagrees with them, they go after them and try to get them excoriated from the internet. So I'll be making a video on that over the next couple of days. I've also got my drive home on Friday this week instead of tomorrow. So I'm going to try to get the video out by I'm going to say hopefully Monday evening. But subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and you'll get that notification whenever the video comes out. I'll also try to post it on Twitter. So
all right,
happy to be here.
Absolutely. And then we have Nomi. What's coming up, my lady?
Actually, I had unexpected things in life happen where I have to physically relocate for a job that I have. So I will be on the road traveling in the next few days, just for a temporary position that I have. Just
awesome.
I wouldn't say temporary. It's just to try to see if I'm good for this job or not, which, I think I am, and I hope it does go well. So I may or may not be streaming because I did get permission to bring my PC. So I'm just trying to figure out like, okay, how do I bring this with me, and how can I set this up in the place that I'm going to be staying? So yeah, I don't know. Just keep watching on X what I'll be doing at Know Me Without You.
Awesome. Well, good luck with all of that. And
Thanks.
always a pleasure having everybody on the stream here. And I am MoZamboni. I am on the Monday Hangover on Mondays, Off the Hip on Mondays, sometimes on Midnight's Edge After Dark, but always love hanging out here. Leon, thanks for coming on. Yes. If you would please tell us what you got coming up, and we'll just roll on out, my man.
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to immediately be hopping over to Zach's stream. Actually, we're going to hop on over there. I'm going to jump on with that. Before I say anything further, there's some linkage that needs to be addressed. Not Homo Irwin.
Oh yeah, there. Look at this, Irwin. Nerd Wars.
Love you, Irwin.
Thank you, Irwin.
Thank you, brother.
And thank you for the gifted membership. And follow Leon over to Zax's channel. Zax is a hoot. I got to meet a lot of these guys in person. They're really funny. And Leon is unhinged on that channel. And if you want to have a good laugh, follow him on over there, please. So anyways, thanks for everybody coming out tonight. We'll see you on the next one. And Phantom, you're an awful person.
I like who.
We'll do it live.
This really triggers me.
Let them fight. Say hello to my little friend. Wild card, bitches!
Yeah, I'm working on it. I just gotta backdoor the phone system.
Right there, yo, Pop. I speak at the English.
Once I got in there, I hooked up with Jeremy.
That means you're gay.
I just want this.
I almost used the F word.
Give me the meat and give it to me raw.
What's happening, hot stuff?
I could go really hard into this stuff.
Take the pants off. Take your pants off.
I'm looking at porn.
Oh, no more Yankee, my wanky.